Hello, everyone of the Games Done Quick Twitch channel. Welcome to Red Shells and Jingle Bells. We are going to be showcasing some incredible Mario Kart speedruns today. We are driving home for the holidays, and I hope that you are ready for some awesome Mario Kart action. We are kicking off the show today with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 48 tracks DLC with items, so I'm ready for all the blue shells. It's just gonna be constant blue shells the entire time. Blue shells and lightning bolts. That's what I'm believing in. And then we got Mario Kart 64 all tracks with skips. It's gonna be a great run. I'm very excited about that. My name is Jiggy, and I'm going to be hanging out with you here on this fine Christmas Eve. So I hope that you all are having a great night. All right, with that, I want to jump into this. I want to get right into the first run of the night, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC tracks with Peas SMB. Peas, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I hope everyone else is having a happy holidays. This time of night, we'll hopefully be very merrily as we'll be playing through the DLC of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and as you can see, there are like 48 new courses. I know some of you don't have the DLCs. You should get it. It's really good. And we also get to play. Well, we also get 8 additional characters, and I'll be using one of them. If you see me play Mario Kart, you may know the character that I'm going to use. But before we get into more details, would you like to introduce yourself, my special commentator?
Yes, of course. My name is Justin. I go by Justin Tendo, and I'm a time trialer, and I also do a little bit of speedrunning for this game.
Mm-hmm. And Justin's my go right here because he actually got me into the competitive Mario Kart 8 Deluxe community, and as well as the scene itself. So got that shot out of the way. All right. So now we're going to hop into versus mode because that's where we'll be doing the speedrun. And of course, I'll be using Birdo, well, with the light blue, of course. And we'll explain more about the kart combinations as we get into the run here. So we're using the Bitty Buggy, the Blue Rollers, and the Cloud Glider. And as mentioned before, we'll be doing this with items. So thankfully, we'll get to implement some strategies that'll help me avoid getting blue shelled almost every race. But I'm not going to count on it, knowing my luck. All right, so let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so as we get into the game here, you're going to notice that, well, for one, I'll be starting in last place because I need to work my way up to the top, but I'll be starting with coins. So Justin, could you explain just a little bit about the game and why we collect coins?
Yes, so in general for this game, they've re-added the coin counter. This was a feature in MK7, but for coins in this game, the max you can get is 10, and these increase your base speed in this game. So our goal right now, usually on lap 1, we're always trying to get 10 coins as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. And Nintendo's telling me to plug my controller. It's fine, I'll be able to plug it in. But anyway, so basically, I actually wanted to get a box there. So I'm actually going to play it safe and go for the double box. Okay, so we do want to get, well, good thing I went for the double box there. So typically what may happen, your first item will almost always be a coin. And we kind of don't want coins in primary at least. Actually, yeah, we do. So at the end of there, and these red shells are already coming at me. That's really cool. So I would take the tight path there, and we already have our first blue shell here. So hopefully I'll be able to pull a horn. So actually, I meant to say I do want my coin in secondary so that I can actually not get it stolen by the ghost item which reappeared in this game. So, ooh, thanks iframes.
Nice.
You know what, Justin? Perfect time to explain the iframes in this game.
Yeah, so with all the DLC coming out, there's been a lot of different balance changes and stats for this game with the introduction of iframes, which we call invincibility frames. In short, it's pretty much just the amount of time you have in between like a red shell hit or any sort of hit you get in this game. So with the Bitty Buggy, it has one of the lowest iframe stats in the game. So if we do get glued and then a red shell falls immediately after, we're more likely to get hit than other combos.
Might get me. Oh, I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
Was that 2 blue shells already? I want a blue shell counter. That's my that's my goal.
That is blue shell number 2.
So for every blue shell and lightning bolt, there's a 30-second cooldown. So unfortunately, I think I saw that Bowser CPU with the blue shell, so I knew I was like, oh, I'm gonna get blued at some point. So that was a pretty average Paris, to say the least. Thankfully, no ridiculous red shells here. All right, so I'm gonna be implementing a couple of strats here to ensure that I do not get redded out at the first set. So I'm gonna start looking back, and by the looks of it, we're gonna okay, the Link CPU. I think I took his box. Oh, he's bullshit. That's fine. So
yeah, luckily it wasn't a red shell. So
yeah. So the way actually, could you explain the item system, Justin?
yeah, so first place, what P's usually will be pulling is anything like coins, bananas, green shells. The item we're particularly looking for is a horn, but that's a 5% chance in first. But generally CPUs behind P's will be pulling red shells and greens, fire, anything to try and slow them down. But people in the back, most likely the bottom 6 will be pulling blue shells, lightning bolts, gold bills, anything like that. So it's for lightning bolt, you can only pull those in the bottom left spot. So we're just trying to. Hopefully the bots will be nice.
There it is.
That's what we're hoping for.
All right, so hopefully we can hold on to this. But unfortunately, if a red shell comes after me, I will have to use my defense to not lose any time from getting hit by a red. So the glider path is, I would say, a little slower for the speedrun, but we're gonna take it just in case of shock. And also,
the reason. Or sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you can explain it.
Yeah, the reason we're going usually on it. Oh, that's important. But when you get lightning bolt or shocked in this game, we call it shocked. But anytime you go on a glider, you maintain your speed for the class you're playing in. So, for example, usually when you get shocked in 150cc, you're going down to 100cc speed. But if you go off a glider when you're shrunk, you're able to maintain 150cc speed. So that's why we're going off the gliders anytime you get shocked, if there is one.
Oh, the ending red shell there before we get into the loads here. All right, so Choco Mountain, typically starting in first, second may have a better chance of passing you. So I'll have the option of just going for a second place box, which is what I may be doing. So I'm just gonna go a little wide. Oh, looks like Link is gonna take the box. Oh, he took my box, but he's not gonna pull. Oh, he pulls a green. So the way that these bots are gonna do, they're most likely going to shoot the green up on me.
I think you backed it already, so that's good.
Okay. So it looks like we have double defense first, so I can actually keep this. Because there's a chance that second place can pull 2 reds at the double box. So it's been 30 seconds, so no sign of any foolishness yet. And ooh, that's a very disgustingly placed banana there, so good thing we were able to avoid that. And yeah, so the big problem with Wave 1 courses is that there's barely any coins to essentially collect. But thankfully for the item speedrun, with the coin as our, with the coin item that we're basically pulling, we're basically guaranteed 2 coins. Oh.
Yeah, for being a coin item, it actually gives you 2 coins instead of 1, which is, for this speedrun, pretty useful, considering the DLC. There's not a lot of coins you can get on the active track, so actually it works to our benefit sometimes.
Oh, fair warning, I will be pressing the X button quite a bit, just looking back to make sure that I can line myself up to back any items.
Yeah, so as you can see, we're chaining the green shell into the set because since our shell is in primary, unfortunately we got shocked into this, but usually if you have your defense item in primary, there's a chance the ghost will steal it. So we're just trying to make sure the coin is in primary, so it just steals the coin instead of our defense item. So this is a good setup right here.
My question was going to be if there was a reason you needed to be only at 9 coins rather than 10.
So there's not that much of a speed difference between 9 and 10 coins, thankfully, but general rule of thumb is to always be at 10 coins whenever you're racing at this game. It'll put you at your top at your top speed.
Yeah, so in this game, there's no like strats or anything that require you to be at a low coin count. Pretty much everything we're doing will involve trying to be at max speed.
Ooh. Unfortunately, the Link CPU bumped me very wide as I was trying to take his box, but thankfully we're back up in the first. And I think I'm gonna say Spot to show off some strats here. We'll just do this.
Yeah, for Coconut Mall, this is the introduction to kind of mention how low tricks are in this game. So we're tricking on surfaces to aim to be for the tricks to be as low as possible to the ground. Similar to MKW, airtime actually does have an effect on some tricks. So the goal of Coconut Mall here is to try and make sure our tricks are as low to the ground as possible.
Right, we're gonna go this way. Because it's slightly faster to go to the bottom path. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't have a defensive item here, but I can get to the double box here, but I have to go tight.
Yeah, you can play the safe strat here.
Need to get back to my top speed here. Make sure to get back to 10 coins. Okay, that was a little bit of a risky line maneuver there, but we were able to get back up to 10 coins. So actually, Coconut Mall is one of the only tracks in this game that actually got an update. But when this track first came out in the DLC, people complained that the Shy Guys were not only Shy Guys, but not the Miis. They didn't move. So thankfully, in Wave 2, they actually decided to make the Shy Guys somewhat of an obstacle. And that trick that I just pulled is very difficult to master. Ooh. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that works out.
Oh, okay.
Oh. So the case with a double shock there, that means someone was in a star and also had shock behind. So, like we mentioned before, only once a lightning happens, there's usually a 30-second cooldown, but in this game, for some reason, you can have 3 shocks at once. So in the case we were to somehow see that 2 bots would have to dodge with their shocks, and somehow all 3 would be used relatively fast like that.
And the only way that you can pull the lightning bolt is to be in 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th. So 9th or below.
Yeah, so 3 of the bottom 4 have to pull lightning bolts for that to happen.
Ooh, don't do it.
I think you got it? Can't tell if he's trailing or not. Oh, he got it.
Not the lines that I would usually take, but it's just a safety check. That's a green coming up. Okay, I had to go a little wide there because if I went tight, I would have definitely have eaten a red shell there, or eaten the green shell.
Something about the red shells in this game, until they lock onto your target, they usually just follow the middle of the road. So anytime we're pulling a lot in this track, so anytime we're chaining into a set, we will try and put them on a double or in the middle of the track because it'll just block the incoming red shell to pretty much just allow us to chain more often and ensure we break the red shells.
Thankfully, the CPUs also got target shocked after the boxes, so the only way that I would have lost the interaction is if a CPU dodged at a mid spot and like with something powerful. So you can lose to the CPUs in the speedrun. It is possible.
We're just hoping that doesn't happen.
Okay. Oh, there's a blue. I'm gonna keep this bomb just in case a red shell comes out to me. Oh.
It'll get you around the set.
Oh dear. Okay. Barely made it out. All right. So some of the time loss was also going wide instead of going tight. But again, especially in a marathon setting, it's important to have defense and to play it safe when you know you can play it safe. All right. Now, Shroom Ridge, this is one of my favorite courses to run. Not only are you guaranteed 2 boxes at the set, there's actually a truck that we're trying to avoid lap 3. And I'm going to spam this coin here so I can, because we're skipping this coin section already. And we should be coming up to another box. Yeah, right here. So even if I'm getting redded, I can still get 2 boxes. Oh, Yoshi knows the shortcut. Interesting. So I don't know if we've already explained this, but basically the item is dependent. Well, if you're behind first, your item is dependent is basically between you and first place. So we have something called star distance, shock distance, so on and so forth. But even then, it's like a 4% chance to pull said item. But these CPUs are programmed to have the best luck in the game. Precisely. Ooh, am I able to hit a car?
Probably the truck.
Iframes. Uh-oh. Oh, I think the car blocked it, but that's fine. Wow, there it is. Nice. Another horn. I totally...
That's 2 more than the last one you did.
Oh, yeah. I've had some very difficult practice runs in preparation for this event, so I usually run itemless. And as I'm running this, I'm actually having I could have got the shroom. I'm actually having a lot of fun, basically getting better with my item management.
No. There's rules here on the GDQ channel. No fun allowed. Only speed running. You can't have nothing.
Yeah, we're locking in all.
Type 1 in the chat if you're locked in right now. Type 2 in the chat if you're not having fun. I need to see all the 2s.
All right, so we're almost done with wave 1. So this is going slightly better than I expected, to be honest with you.
If you're new to the game, or sorry, go ahead.
No, you can go.
Yeah, I was just going to mention how the DLC was kind of laid out. So essentially what we were referring to as Wave 1, the first 2 cups here, the first 8 tracks here are considered Wave 1, and every 8 tracks we're going to be entering a new wave. So this will continue up to the very end, which will be Wave 6. There's 6 waves of tracks we have for the DLC.
Oh, this person didn't do 2 tricks. What? What did he just do?
Oh my goodness, what was that? So what Keys did there was called a super bounce. So essentially all we're doing, usually there's some sort of ramp or any trickable surface before a mushroom pad like that, and all we're doing is we're just drifting off the ramp before the bounce, and what you'll notice as we enter lap 2 here, Keys will do it again. We are getting a huge boost forward because we're holding our mini turbo onto the bounce pad, and for some reason just holding your mini turbo and tricking, you get that huge boost forward, which is why we're not double tricking.
I'm gonna go for the double here.
That's a safe play.
Yeah, because unfortunately, even after you're getting hit, you can still get hit by light mode, and the builder dodged in like a bit spot, so that's probably bad.
At least we're at the glider for lightning.
I could get bigger before the cut. Yeah. Okay, Nintendo, I get it. Let's just get here. Oh, there's a shroom, but I am not able to grab that.
Yeah, just a little too far out of the way for that.
Gotta get rid of bloopers here because surprisingly, they actually made bloopers somewhat useful. It basically screws over your traction.
That was a nice NISC. Speaking of NISC, the NISC stands for no item shortcut. That's the slang we use for it. Pretty much you're supposed to use a mushroom in that spot, but pretty much it's just faster if you just hold your super mini turbo into that spot and you can just hop right through. It's faster than going around.
Mm-hmm. All right, so thankfully, I'm able to plug in my controller. So no battery depletions on the GDQ channel. Oh, okay, we're good.
I think you got it. Nice.
Oh, he pulled a red.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I actually should have went for the coins there, but I got really scared about getting hit by the red shell here. So speaking of NISC, this is one of the hardest courses in the speed run, especially early on. I still have defense because of the NISC that I'll be performing laps 2 and 3. And thankfully, there's an easy way of doing it. Well, I should say a consistent way of doing it. It's not easy at all. So this ending, we can definitely do an extra trick. but it's one of those things where if you don't need to be fancy and fall off the course, you don't even need to do it. Because falling off the track loses like 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds.
Yeah, the shortcut we're going is up right here. Oh, nice. Done. Into the glider too.
I was actually afraid of spinning out there.
Yeah, actually, I was surprised you made that. That was a fast one. So those cardboard cutouts, usually if you hit them, they will cause you to spin out. So what exactly happened there? We hit the wall right before. So essentially, if you just run into them, just without like your top speed, you won't get hit. You can just break it and you won't get the spin out effect. So while we hit the wall right before, that brings our speed just low enough so we're able to just break it and we're able to go through while our mini turbos still going. So we have one more chance here.
Nice.
Perfect. Those were really fast. Nice. Nice up.
Hopefully we get some defense here. Okay, that's honestly fine. So
as you can see, since we've been doing these shortcuts, the computers are quite far away. Some of the tracks you'll notice that trend.
Yeah, and thankfully the computers don't know the human shortcuts. They may know some of the Nintendo shortcuts, but mostly they're not going to know the time trial strats that we have found.
So this course, the one you just finished here, is I know it's a hot take, but it's my least favorite course in the DLC.
I don't blame you. It's down there for me.
People do not like that, but for me, not a good one. Now this one though, I like this one. I like New Donk City.
All right.
Honestly, that makes up for it.
You know what?
Yeah, second place box.
It's fine if we drive in a straight line. I could do it to him right now. I could do. Or the good one could do it to him. Well, that safe play put me in a very bad spot because I am a bit of a snail, as I like to say. But
unfortunately, Link bumped out keys there, so we were trying to get the 4 coins there, but unfortunately that bump got us out of the coin line.
So we're still gonna get up to like 8 coins here, so no harm, no foul. We're just gonna leave that in the middle. Post here.
Yeah.
All right. This is decent. I do need to get to 10 coins though, so I'm gonna make a risky play and just hold on to this bomb here.
I think that's worth, yeah. Busha's coming anyways.
Oh, honestly, since there's really nothing to talk about between these next 3 courses, would you like to explain why I'm hopping so much? Oh, nice.
Or like counter sliding and stuff?
Pretty much, yeah. Like all the hopping tech that I'm doing.
All the hopping things, essentially, we're trying to charge our mini turbos as fast as possible for this biddy. So the cart Peas is using is called the Biddy Buggy. It's the fastest combo that allows the most mini turbo set and has a relatively high, or it's a pretty good speed stat. So we're just essentially all the drifting we're doing a lot of tech to ensure that we get our mini turbos out as fast as possible.
Now, if you've seen this run before, you may recognize, or you may notice that I'm not using Mr. Scooty. I guess the quote-unquote meta for this run is using Mr. Scooty so that you can have an easier time dodging red shells. And while both of these vehicles do share the same stats, I just drive better on Biddy. So...
I think that Funky Kong combo, that's a check combo.
It is a check. Oh, he got the box near me. So I'm gonna...
Luckily...
Oh, dang. Okay.
Good thing you pulled bananas.
So you can pull a second place coin. So that's like one of the only risks of being in second in that position is basically pulling a second place. So unfortunate. I thought I was in the right line for it, but because I was in a drift, it's gonna go in that line and villagers. Oh, it got stolen. Nice. Thankfully,
in the boom doesn't steal your item.
All right, so thankfully that was only mistake number 1 with my items. So I do play a little bit of online Mario Kart, better known as Lounge. You know what, Justin? I'll have you explain more about the competitive scene.
Oh man, I'm not a big player in it. He's definitely plays it a lot more than I do. He knows he's a pretty good player in it, from what I can tell. Lounge is just essentially our ELO system for Mario Kart competitive. It's a system based. There's a lot of matches with 12 players. You can play a different bunch of formats like free for all, 2v2, 6v6s, stuff like that. And pretty much whatever spot you get in that match, you either go up or down in we call it MMR. That's our score-based system. So pretty much it's just a bunch of different ranks and stuff. You can play with a lot of talented players, and overall it's a good way to get better at online. So.
Nice little room there that either dropped from a crazy 8 or from a triple shroom spot. All right.
Nice.
All right, so we already have one bagging track, and we're gonna play another bagging track. Basically, what I mean by that is some of these tracks, if they have like a lot of off-road, a lot of shortcuts, you could basically stay in the back and pull like a star, bullet bill, or golden mushroom, and you can basically cut off a lot of the course. We'll make a safe play and just go wide here. All right, that should be good.
Yeah, you only have the mana, looks like.
Now, yesterday I learned that these bots can land some snipes, so...
Yeah, we're hoping this doesn't happen. I think I forgot which track it was, but it happened twice.
I believe it was
in the
Vancouver.
practice runs we've done. Was it? Yeah, it was, yeah. That's a Wave 5 track, I believe.
Yes. So basically, they brought back most of the Mario Kart Tour tracks. There's only one course that originated in Tour that did not make it, and I can't hit this nano, so I can't dodge it. Give me a horn. That's fine.
Yeah, something to note about most of these tracks in the DLC. These are essentially, we just call them ports from Mario Kart 4, which is the mobile game that they were playing along for a while. So. Fortunately, it's not quite the same quality as the DLC from the original Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but it's still 48 new tracks for us to play, so something. Some of them are still really fun to play, so.
That's exactly why I decided to grief link there. Oh man, I think they got chalked after the boxes, so.
Yeah, we're in the clear for now.
So that path that I took is actually a little slower. I was actually unsure as to whether or not I was going to make the train pace there. And unfortunately,
yeah, so
go on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That part right there, when P1 on the railroad, you're guaranteed a double, and you can go around the train if needed. But sometimes on lap 3, there's a chance the train will be in the way. So if you do take the fast route and you're not fast enough, you will have to wait for the train. So
yeah,
it's honestly safer to go around.
And we can also say GG's to Mario Kart 60. Well, we can't really say that because that'll be in the next run.
That's true.
All right. So
fortunately, our game does not have skips or any big shortcuts like MK64.
Ooh,
we'll see what happens.
That's a red. You can pass me, villager.
You may back this. Be careful. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, we're good.
I'm gonna go for the double here. What does he have? Okay, we're good. He has a red. So I have to predict the pinball movements here because, so the only pinball cycles I know are the ones with basically no items. However, because second place pulled a red behind me, I needed to ensure that I did not get hit out, literally right then and there. So, oh, that is unfortunate.
For this run, most of the small detours we're doing to go for a double is faster than just trying to bank a single and hope we get a defense item. Because usually getting hit by a red shell or blue shell loses you about 3 seconds, versus if you go a little large, maybe a second or so. Worth in general just to go for a double if you don't have anything like a coin. Something to note actually about the item system, you can only have 1 point at a time, so that's why sometimes if we just pull a point from a single set, that's why we'll hold it into the next set, so we're guaranteed a double or a defense item.
I think we're good.
Don't want to jinx anything. So.
This is also an extremely long course, so there may be another shock very shortly. Probably when the Ludwig may have it, or Diddy may have it.
Yeah, one of those bottom three computers may have a chance to pull.
It was the Diddy. Yeah, shock Bill by the looks of it. Yeah.
Villager might have gotten a box, but I think you're almost fine now.
So general rule of thumb: whenever you're basically playing behind first. Oh well, that works. Never mind. I thought I had enough iframes. It's fine. I can just use this horn to break the pinball. Yeah. That's kind of unfortunate. I didn't see that banana in time, and I thought I had enough iframes, but it is what it is. I think if I was on Teddy Buggy, I would actually barely get the iframes there.
Yeah, it would have been close, but Teddy still. Teddy Buggy is the quote meta combo in this game.
I was actually wondering what, like, if the I know the stats matter in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I was wondering what, like, is there a point where you change carts, or do you just is this entire run Birdo?
The entire run is Birdo. However, in 96 tracks, let me make sure I get started. That's fine. I believe in 96 tracks. Well, of course you're allowed to break in that category, but I think you are allowed to change combos as need be. But that would lose a lot of time. But unlike online, you're not able to change combos. So you basically have to work with what you have. I really could teach this villager a lesson. I really could do that, but I'm not going to. It's like I'm just faster than him. But that's a green up.
Yeah, no, we already have double defense, so we can just hold our items till they throw another red.
I want to be funny and back my red, but I'm not going to do that. As much as I want to.
Yeah.
It's very tempting. See, playing the game online for quite often can make you do some rash decisions in this game, which probably is a bad idea, so don't do them.
The blue shows out now.
I think
You should be able to do the ramp stats here. Yeah, that's about fine. Unfortunately, wall bump there, but at least we're past the ramps here.
And thankfully, I did not get blue shelled at the glider. So if I was faster, I probably would have gotten a hit off the glider there. So we're gonna go for a pretty cool disc here. Ooh, that was a little tight there, but we still made it.
You did cut off quite a bit there, so that was a nicely done disc.
Perfect. Oh, a dog. I think it got Villager after the set, barely.
Yeah, Villager doesn't have an item. Maybe he does, but Villager doesn't.
Okay. I love being
luckily
small.
We didn't hit that little. Hit that little part of the ramp, though. That would have been bad. But luckily, we're pretty unscathed through this.
Let's
Yeah,
get back to 10 coins, and we should be good from here. Oh, nice shroom.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
All right, so we're into the latter half of Wave 2. This run seems to be going by quickly. I don't want to jinx anything, but...
Yeah. So far, we're getting close to being about a third of the way through.
Now,
After
if this were a
these,
different
next
run...
three tracks.
If this were a different run, I would do something called the Snowland thing, but... True? Ooh!
Oh, nice. That's
all right.
perfect.
Let's see if I can get
So-
this.
Ooh, Link almost tried to end you.
Yeah.
But so that shortcut right there, that's only possible with the mushroom. And luckily we did pull for that set there. That's the only time we're going to be able to have a chance to do it. That actually is a Nintendo shortcut because on 200cc the staff ghosts, which are just time trial ghosts that the Nintendo put out for us, the 200cc ghost does it on map 3, I think. So that is an intended shortcut. And it does save, I think, around 3 seconds, maybe? 2-3 seconds.
Yeah, this is the backing course for that reason, or at least one of the reasons. Here. Now, like I said, so the strong thing I'm talking about is I usually honk my horn to the rhythm of the first loop of the music and then just drive. But because this is an items run, I'm not able to do that. And I think my last practice run, I thought about doing it, then I pulled a shroom and I was like, oh no! Oh, speaking of shrooms.
That's good. Nice.
Alright, then we can do this little disc here. We can get it. Decent.
Nice. Blue shell coming out, but...
Oh
wow. Actually, honestly, that's fine. Yeah, right before this, that's good.
And there's ground shroom. Oh, can I get this? Yes. Maybe one of the cut. Nah, there's not. So that little ramp right there is unfortunately slower unless you have a mushroom.
Yeah. When the Wave 2 first came out, though, I believe the records used to just do an SMT, which is a super mini turbo, the orange mini turbo right through that. You can just hop through that and trick, but unfortunately that is obsolete. It's slower versus going around.
Now, I hope you all remembered what we talked about super bounces, because this track is full of them. And thankfully, I did not get full startup, so...
This track has at least four super bounces will be seen each lap. That's one of them right there.
Oh dear, I had to do 2 tricks there because my hops didn't come out. It's all good though.
Yeah, no worries. That one, if it's one to miss, it would be that one. So.
All right, let's go for a slightly faster super bounce here.
Nice.
So the key thing with that one is you have to actually tap the B button to brake. No, I don't trust this. So there's a disc literally like right there, but it actually skips an item set, so it's pretty risky to go for in runs. And in practice, when I've gone for that, a lightning bolt has happened. So you know what?
I'm trying to keep an eye on the bottom 2 bots for you, make sure you're clear to do these super bounces. So far, Diddy's going into the first set.
All right, I'll do it this once.
We're in the clear.
Nice. Oh, nice try.
Okay. that was perfect timing right there. That's about as good as it'll get. Nice, we gotta show that off finally.
Mm-hmm. So, funnily enough, the path that I just took is actually faster. Justin, would you like to explain why?
Or the super bounce in there?
Well, yeah, but about that item set.
Or wait, sorry, I'm confused on what you're talking about.
Basically broken item boxes.
Oh, right. Yeah, I don't know too much about those, honestly, so that's...
Oh, fair enough. So basically, the way that those 2 branches work, the game thinks that the left branch is actually the intended way, whereas the one with the boost panel is supposed to be harder. But because the game doesn't know that, you're basically... It thinks that first place is far away, so that's why we call those item sets broken. You'll see that on courses with a time trial shortcut. I think some Nintendo shortcuts are fall into the mix there too. That's the second time that I've actually tricked early there. It's all good. That was also a muscle memory tactic where I just trapped the double there. Alright, so Sky High Sunday is not a... Well... Yeah! I pulled the horn and I have to use or else I'm getting redded. Also in a very bad spot, too. There's a very big Fallout plane, as I like to say. I am a Monkey Ball speedrunner, so I will call Death Planes Fallout planes. Oh, nice Kusan luck. Oh wait, have we even talked about Kusan this run? I don't think we have.
No, so... I don't think we've really shown Kusan slides yet, but it's a pretty prominent strat now. Kusan is a famous YouTuber for Japan, or streamer for Japan for Mario Kart. He's arguably one of the best online players right now. So he's a very prominent figure in the 8th Deluxe community right now. And he does have a strat named after himself. I think for this track we'll see it at lap 3, but essentially after a trick boost, if you start another drift or just start a slide after, you're going to maintain a bit of that trick boost to go into another. It's only faster though if you go into like another trick ramp or if you're going into another drift. So, but if you do slide right after a trick, you do maintain some of the speed. That's what we call Kusan slide.
Yes. There's also things like Kusan glider. But yeah, but its real name is actually called slide jump because fun fact, tricks in Japan or tricks in Japanese are called jump action. I actually don't know why. Maybe it has something to do because tricks were introduced in Mario Kart Wii, so I imagine in the instruction manual it was called jump action. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That Kusan slide.
And just like that, we are done with wave 2.
There. Nice.
All right.
You are flying through these. Like, this is crazy.
So far, it's been relatively clean so far. Definitely a good run so far.
All right, I got a question for not only YouTube, but also chat. What is your favorite course added in the DLC? That's I know it's a loaded question, but I'm just curious.
Well, I'm not going to say mine because we have not played it yet.
That's fair.
Oh, we forgot to say the chat got Coconut Mall. Honestly, Coconut Mall.
Oh, that's true. Oh.
Coconut Mall is pretty good.
For driving wise, there's just so many strats you can just do in that track for such a short period. It's a real fun track to drive.
Oh, Link got punished for redding by the looks of it.
My favorite is Yoshi's Island.
Oh, guess what? That's like top 5 favorite DLC tracks for me as well.
Yeah. Yoshi's Island's pretty powerful.
Yeah, and the strats for it are really cool, and I actually can't wait to show them off whenever we get there.
Yoshi's Island is clearly a Mario Kart 9 track that they're like, okay, you can have it. You can have it.
Yeah, this is a preview for the next game. That's one of the tracks we will be locking in for. So, for a particular thing at the end of the track.
Yes.
We'll get there when we get there. Luckily, we're running this, that's not a big deal.
Okay. So, this London, I'm actually loving it so far. Funnily enough, London Loop is actually my favorite tour track in this game. I have not TT'd it because it's a backing track, but it's always funny picking this online and seeing people get angry because it's a backing track. I enjoy the music, and I just enjoy just driving this course. So, if I had a mushroom, or at least 2 mushrooms actually, I would take this giant cut right where the chain chop is, and it's actually special too. Since it's so big that you have to literally use 2 mushrooms. And I think for one of them, you actually have to hop a few times and then use your mushroom.
Yeah, some weird thing about the properties of off-road in the DLC. This is different, or for the most part, it's different compared to the original 48 tracks in the game. Usually, if you just hop through the off-road, you won't get slowed down a lot, but for this game, if you just kind of do a mini turbo right before and then you start hopping through off-road, you don't really lose any speed, or as much speed, I feel like, as the original 48. So
yeah,
we saw that on New York. We'll see it in a track coming up soon. Actually, yeah, or the next cup. But a lot of strats can be done with the off-road in this game.
This is the part where we shout out Plank, our good friend. I call this track Plank Lake because this is his specialty course, and he's committed some interesting how do I say this? Some mishaps against me in lounge on this course, but because of that, I've gained plot armor.
I'm just going to say, I've witnessed this live on Peace's stream. Plank just slows down for 6 seconds. He waits 6 seconds for Peace to take over first just for a blue.
And we both got a bad race off of it too. Oh, he's gonna be so bad when he hears this. Nah, he's one of our OGs, so we we banter a lot.
Shout outs to Plank.
He's actually one of the people who's actually pushed me to become a TT bot more often these days. And Nana?
Oh, Nana. Oh wow, you went past it.
Interesting.
Actually surprised you went past that.
Okay. So here come the triple reds.
It's easy to, I forget that it's going on that railing at the end there is actually kind of tricky. If you're too far right, you're going to fall off. If you're too far left, you're just going to go on the normal path. But going on the normal path, you get so much airtime, it slows you down by like over a second. So that's why we're going for the little part of the railing here. And it's a triggable surface and you get really low airtime for that, which is really fast. So well done. You just casually did 3 for 3 right there.
Yep.
It's harder than it looks sometimes, but with practice, it's relatively consistent.
All right. So we have a couple. Well, we have 2 more long courses for the first half of Wave 3. I prefer
Central.
I prefer Alpine Pass over Rock Mountain. Hot take. I'm gonna slow down here.
Yeah, second place spot. It's good.
We're still gonna outline Villager here. Good. You know what, Villager? Watch this. Oh, got him.
Oh, right in the face. There he goes.
A little bit of target practice for online.
Poor guy.
Stick to Animal Crossing.
Didn't let him play.
All right. So, Rock Mountain, this is literally Control C, Control V for Mario Kart 7. Bunch of gliders.
Oh,
And I think
shell?
it's one of the reasons. Ooh, I'm gonna get red.
There's a blue shell already.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's not
land.
the worst. Unfortunately, it was on the glider. This glider sort of matters because we did want to stay in the air for this section. It's faster than just landing early. But
And the bots got shocked before the set as well, so there could be another red. Oh, I can get this double here. No traps. Cool.
yeah, we're chilling. Okay, a few tricks on the way to our next set here.
So yeah, I am trying to cycle for a horn because this is an extremely long course, which means there could be multiple blue shells. I'm not going to be surprised there's another one coming up. I will not be surprised. Is that me?
Something
Right.
to note, why are we not tricking off the glider ramp? If we trick off that glider ramp, it's just slow. For some reason, the trick boost from a glider ramp like that just slows me down more than if you were just trying to hop or if you were to do a mini turbo off it, so that's why we're just hopping off it. Most of the time, you'll see us hopping off gliders rather than tricking on it.
Nice double defense.
Perfect.
Stay in the air for a bit in case of shock. I mean, getting shocked right here is actually honestly fine. So this is one of the only tracks in the game where a golden mushroom is really good because you can cut off a huge chunk of that grass and easily get in the first. All right, this time I'm going to do a mini turbo glider.
Perfect. That was actually a pretty clean rock.
Yeah.
Not too much chaos.
Despite the shock in the blue, that was still pretty good. All right. So we have
So you can do the funny Nisk here.
yeah. The last time I went for that Nisk, I actually got redded after the
Right.
cannon. So
Oh, it's up to you. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll go for it. I get coins anyway. So
This is not fast survival, but we just want to. We just don't want to put a split spots here.
ooh, Yoshi.
Yeah. Hopefully he backs it here.
Oh,
Oh, through it. All right, perfect.
so fun fact: if you shoot a green shell after the cannon, for some reason it just goes at a really high speed. Oh, that's
Oh.
really good.
This is perfect. This is pretty much any runner's dream of a item layout right here. A defense item first, and then a mushroom in pocket.
So we can get mushrooms out of these little patches of leaves. You could also get stars in Mario Kart Wii, but they removed that in this game. I think it might have been removed in 7, but this course is basically Control C, Control V from Mario Kart 7. But with the addition of half pipes, which we're not going to go for because they're unfortunately slower for this one. But they do give you an extra box, so we can use them just in case we need a box.
Is that the case for all half pipes? Because I always felt like it was a conspiracy theory that half pipes were supposed to be faster. You know?
Not all half pipes. It's just this one. That's just super duper wide up the course. When we get to wave 4, the half pipes will actually become our best friend.
Really? Because like I remember playing like one of my other favorite maps was DK Summit, and it's just like they feel like traps to me.
Ooh, well,
we'll be seeing some strats there for coming soon.
Unfortunately, I will not be able to show up the blue shell dodge because the ghost just stole my item. So, you know what? Oh,
you can slow down for... Yeah, just slow down. Perfect. Sometimes when we get shocked right before a single set like that, we'll slow down to just get 2 items to make sure we get defense, because we just don't want to get readied again after that.
Okay, this is honestly okay. I'll use my... I can get 1 coin here. So there can be another blue shell. Not another shot.
Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. A lot of people on the ground. Wow, that's good.
So we should be... Oh, I can't see! Alright, we're good.
Luckily, it doesn't matter. We're finishing clean to the end here. So we have 1 more cup to go before the halfway point of this run.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. It's Berlin. You take the middle set and the right box.
Yeah. I will have my work cut out for me on this course because it's for some reason it's easier for second to outline first. It's probably due to where first is starting. So what I'm gonna do actually, stay.
Okay, you got second place. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that works.
Oh, but I'm a little bit low on coins now, so.
You just hopefully doesn't take those 2. Oh, I did.
Is it
The
really
villager
smart
was greedy.
bounced? Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Oh, almost. Maybe 1 more bounce, I would have actually got him.
Yeah.
Watch out for this back here.
Oh, he shot it up?
Oh, he got himself. Oh.
I got myself in the process. Well,
Luckily,
that's your taste of basically what inting players do.
that's some of the chaos that can happen in this game. Green shells are actually intended to try and hit you. As much as cool clips can come from the green shells, they are intended. They have some sort of AI to try and aim. After hitting a few walls, they will try and aim towards the player near them. So,
yeah. I should just go around. Should be fine. But there's a blue car.
you can hit that taxi. Nice. Just hitting the taxi is slightly faster than just eating the blue shell entirely. Get some coins, nice. You can just hold these, honestly. I think it's safe. Grab these 2 coins and then we're chilling on the way to the left 3 here.
Gotta stay wide here because I can't see.
Sometimes the blooper can be a pretty your worst enemy in this game. One thing that actually did change to the blooper in this game is that it will affect your traction stat in this when you get bloopered. So essentially all that means is you feel just a tad more slippery on the track when you're going around. That's really apparent on tracks that are like snow tracks or slippery tracks.
Yes. Then, same thing, just like lap 2, just don't hit that Nana. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Perfect. Oh my goodness, wow. They just left the path free. Nice.
Take him. All right, so
Awesome.
Peach Gardens. This time I'll be going for a second place box.
Yeah, this is the case where we'll... Or go ahead. Yeah, this is the case where we'll also be able to show off just doing a mini turbo right before off-road, and we just hop through. It's just faster. Not all the time, but for this case, it is.
Box, thank you.
Shroom? Ah, Nana.
I released my MT a little too late as well, so you want to lose your MT boost as much as possible, so that you can essentially hop through the dirt without losing too much speed. Oh, what am I doing?
That's okay. Leave a Nana middle and then. Perfect.
So these moles do operate on a pace, and unfortunately, I didn't get the fast cycle because they pull 2 reds.
Yeah, Porch there. What do they have? Do they have another one? Can't tell.
I'm gonna go.
No, I think that's just the city tripper there. That's the cart the villagers using there. That was a good misc, so. Once again, we'll be holding our coin through the item set to make sure we get defense behind it. You could just chain, yeah.
That's fine. So I will be backing this bomb very shortly, so I can actually. As I said before, I literally want to eliminate my chances of getting blue shelled. So. Okay.
Oh wow.
Did not get
That's
my trail
a
in
porch.
time by the looks of it. Oh, okay. The villager got target shock, so that's good. Of course, if it has already been obvious, if you get shocked after the boxes, you lose your items, hence target shock, which is always a blessing when, in this case, the computer passes the item box when the lightning is also used. That's basically a win-win for me. Oh, that's even better.
See if we can get her UMT here. Nice. Give Luigi a high five. Peach
Yep.
down low. Nice. And one more Nisk to end off this track here.
Oh, that chain shot.
Yeah. Not bad though. Nice. Pretty solid overall. And we will be heading to the Christmas track next.
Oh, it might be Christmas for some of you already, so Merry Christmas.
Or Merry Christmas Eve, whichever one it is. The jolliest of mountains, of course.
And unfortunately, I have to not get owned by the CPUs here. So let's see what this.
Oh, this is the track. So we're hoping we don't get green shell the very first set here. We'll see
We
what happens.
love Merry Mountain.
Okay, he didn't get an item, so just hopefully we can pass him fast.
Move, Yoshi, move.
See if we can get a draft. Yeah, nice.
I'm just gonna it's trail here. Just
All
like
right,
it's
chat.
online.
What's your favorite color of Yoshi in this game? Mine is specifically dark blue.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I typically use light blue, yellow. White Birdo looks really nice too.
White Birdo does look good.
But
When I'm playing, I like light blue too. So that's one of my light blue
It's
or
funny.
black Yoshi are my favorites.
Like I switch the Yoshi colors whenever I play them just because it's fun. But I will no life orange flavored Shy Guy until the
that's
end of my day.
perfect.
Specifically orange.
Probably one of
flavored.
the underrated Yoshi colors, honestly. I don't see many people playing orange Yoshi.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of orange Yoshi. But orange flavored
Especially
Shy Guy,
online, yeah.
that's where it's at.
Man, we need more Shy Guy players in the community.
Shout out to Ace Team, man.
Right now the meta is play Yoshi, right? Because Yoshi's like Yoshi Wiggler. Is that the meta?
Yoshi Bitty Buggy or Yoshi Scooty or Yoshi Teddy.
Yeah.
Not just Yoshi. Yoshi, Birdo, Peach, Daisy, or Peachette.
I guess it's a good time to talk about so before any of this DLC came out, before Once Upon a Time, this game used to be dominated by Waluigi Wiggler. That was the so-on meta combo, but with all these new stat buffs and everything happening, our new combo we go to is one of the medium weights, so that can be any of the princesses, any like Mario Brothers or Birdo, Yoshi, any sort of middleweight class. They're the fastest because they have the highest mini turbo and speed stat, or well, relative speed stat. And the combo we use now is Teddy Buggy, Mr. Scooty, or Biddy, as Pete's mentioned before.
So I was trying to be funny and go over something called Genzuba Glider. That's actually something that I can't really explain. It's okay if you watch the Electrodrome Ghost on 200cc. That's it.
It's a wild strat for sure. But that'll give you a good look on what exactly the Genzuba Glider is.
By instinct, I literally insta-trailed.
Honestly, that's fine for this track.
Went too fast there for that Kusan slide. Get the super bounce. The beginning of 3DS Rainbow is probably one of the hardest beginnings in the game because you're trying to battle not getting bumped off the course, and you're also trying to battle not falling off the course while doing all these fast strats here. But when you do them, it feels really nice. I am not going to get UMC. Oh, yeah, yes, I am.
Yeah. Nice.
And we pull a horn.
Oh, and a horn. Oh, perfect. He's on the way. These spots will be nice, hopefully. To not throw red. We'll see. Perfect. Sweet. And as we head into lap 3 here, I don't know. Are you going for the ending strat here?
Honestly, sure.
So this will give you another good example of the Kusan slide. You can go ahead and...
I'm not gonna go for defense here because the blue is already thrown. So if anything, it would be when the Bowser Jr. gets to the box is when the next blue can be pulled. Let's line this up.
So we're going to go for a mini SMT, drift off, and you can just cross the finish like that. Don't even have to finish on the trip.
Nice.
And that is halfway.
Yeah. Would you like to take a quick break here?
Oh, sure.
Awesome. All right, everybody. When we come back, we're going to continue the second half of this amazing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe run. But do me a favor. I have some requests of you. During the break. I want you to go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix and check out our season 4 schedule. You can check out all the different stuff that we got going on, including this week's runs, which there are still shows. I think we have 2 specials coming up tomorrow and the next day. So I'm excited about that. If you missed out on any of our shows, you can go and check them out at youtube.com/gamesdonequick. And while you're at it, one more thing, okay? You can join the official GDQ Discord and add the Hotfix role where you can keep tabs on all kinds of upcoming events and talk to our staff and all the different stuff. Use !Discord in the chat for that. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Red Shells and Jingle Bells will continue. GDQ Hotfix, Red Shells and Jingle Bells. I want to get right back into this run. Peas, are you ready to finish off Mario Kart 8 Deluxe?
Oh, you bet I am. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So the latter half of the run is where the game will get a little dicey. Wave 4 is the hardest one out of the 3. Because, I mean, there's one course that I heavily despise, and of course there's Yoshi's Island that we have to ensure that we play pretty decent on to not lose a lot of time on. So Amsterdam, actually, though I used to dislike Amsterdam due to its ending, but it was one of those courses where, admittedly, I had a skill issue on it. But
that's me with every game that I hate.
But once I hit the time trials, shout out to Justin because he actually guided me on this course. I ended up nice horn.
Horn. Nice.
I ended up disliking this track less.
Just a little less than we did when we started.
So I'm gonna try and get to 10 coins here, even though rule of thumb is to not go that path. And nice little trick there.
Oh, nice. Can we get a low here? A little bit, a little high, but not bad. the second best one you can get. Blue on the way, perfect.
So I'm gonna go for. Can I get it? Ah, okay, that's fine.
Not quite.
I'm gonna
Not bad,
blame.
though.
I'm gonna blame ham gymnastics on that one because I literally had to horn the blue and also be in the right line to do that empty trick there. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
fine if we don't get it. Not the end of the world. Oh dear.
Oh, one of the bots took the red for you.
Yeah. All right. So this section 3 is the big reason why I dislike this course. It's one of the most chaotic endings in the game. This is where people are just backing everything, backing bombs, backing greens. Yeah, like boomerangs, fireballs, you name it.
Oh, there was a Morton right there.
Was that a perfect Amsterdam?
Only the blue, I think, or no, or red shell.
Oh, okay, yeah, red.
Yeah. Besides that, no blue, no shock affected you. So yeah, pretty much a perfect run.
Semi-perfect. I will say this. I've only had one course in my whole run that was perfect, and of course it was BC3. And for reference, I was down 40 seconds in my practice run, and thankfully, I was able to clutch it all the way back with the latter half of the game. And so now we're playing my favorite DLC track, which is Riverside. Pinball is actually, Pinball and Riverside are tied, but Riverside was first. so it gets top billing. I'm gonna break here so I can get the double box.
Which is very interesting because Riverside is it's a small course. Why is it your favorite, out of curiosity?
The music for one, and for two, the aesthetics, and for three, this track, to get really fast at it, you have to be very good at soft drifting. Oh, we haven't even explained soft drifting. Would you like to do that one, Justin?
I can try. It's a subjective term for this game. Essentially, we're not holding, or it's not a complete left or right, but we're holding kind of a diagonal, like a 45 or lower degree angle for our drifts, and that essentially just maximizes the rate we charge our mini turbo while maintaining a sharp line.
Yes, I'm actually drifting in the air as I'm doing those alignment hops there. But I will be doing the Kusan slide at the end. That actually saves a little bit of time versus getting a trick and then just doing Kusan slides there. Ooh, that's probably a good shot for me if there are shrooms in the cut.
Oh,
I
no,
can't
okay.
see.
No, unfortunately not. I thought I saw.
Ooh, don't hit the patooey. Oh, wait,
Oh, well, there's one. That works.
We should be good. Unless... Alright, no shock. Alright, so this is lock-in track number 1. That is DK Summit. Alright, so I will apologize if I'm not saying much, is because this is a Kryptonite course for me personally. I mean, I know how to drive it, but it's a Kryptonite course in general.
This is one of my favorite courses in the entire franchise.
Oh, man. Well, okay, it was better in the Wii version.
And the music. And they got the cameo from KK the dog from Animal Crossing where he says 1, 2, 3, 4.
I actually did not know that. Did you know gaming?
So this track is notorious for the lack of coins on the track, but luckily since we have the coin item, it's actually not as bad. But you can see here we'll be going for a pretty precise double cut, which Peas did very well here. And we also got to pay attention to the shy guys here, because these guys can be quite a pain to deal with when we're... whoa, that's a high. Okay, that worked out. Luckily that did work out. Sometimes that half pipe at the end can be pretty devastating. So far, pretty clean DKS.
I want to see the best jam emojis in the chat right now.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, perfect. Nice.
Okay, I can still do this cut.
Yeah. It's a little tricky on when you're shrunk, but you can still perform this double cut when you're small. And Peas gets it. Nice. That's 2 for 2.
Oh, but the Shy Guy pacing is a little awful, so we're going to play a little safe with this one, just to make sure we don't get any unnecessary air, which will throw us off the half pipes. There are numerous Twitter clips where people are doing the half pipes and they just zip all over the place at the end. I've seen people go from first to last because of those half pipes.
Yeah, well, it's a relatively rare instance, but lucky for the most part. As long as we play safe for that ending part of the half pipe, it's like a 1% chance it happens. So as long as we play safe, we're chilling.
Whoa, that damn.
Ooh, whoa. We're so good though. Nice.
This should hit boost panel. Yes.
Well done, half pipe. I'm not good on this track. I'll one shot. That's okay. It's lap 3. But that doing that cut well is pretty tricky. So well done.
Yeah, this is one of the courses where I actually had to sit down and TT over and over and over, and I still hate this course online.
So that was one of the lock-in tracks. We got Yoshi's Island coming up next here, and let's say it's not a necessarily hard track, but for the ending, we really got to pay attention to a certain thing in the sky.
All right, let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, just trail.
All right, so remember, P's. Take Nita strat. Well, actually, I can get the double here. Just go
Yeah,
Nita
just grab the
double. So Nita means no item time attack, or of course no items. And again, I know mostly the no item strats for this, and I should be in the right line to get this first cloud here.
That'll be on the right. Yeah, pretty
Down.
easy.
There we
Grab
go.
here. So what that flying question mark cloud does is red, as it happened, the red bridge appears. But if we don't hit it, that's a pretty big time loss. You have to go around, and it's a pretty big turn. So we lose about 2-3 seconds if we don't hit it. So we're trying to hit this all 3 laps, ideally, if we can.
And thankfully, the computers can be our best friends and hit the cloud for us. I think it's like a 35-40 second cooldown. All right, so by the looks of it, I'm going to have to go for it again.
Yeah. It's definitely something you can practice and react to. This might cause a problem.
Where is it going?
It's heading towards the middle. You can get it. You can get that. Nice. Sometimes there's a rare chance where the cloud is too high up for you to even get, which is an unfortunate spot, but luckily for the most part, pretty much any situation you can hit it, as long as we react to it accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Blue shell on the way.
Mr. Krause will not be beneficial. Horn? Ah, that's fine.
Oh, it's a bomb though, so one of the sort of uncommon items to pull first. Not as rare as a horn though, unfortunately. And as we enter the final glider here, let's see. It's heading right. Or no, left, yeah. Oh, yeah, you'll get that. Perfect.
Thanks.
Well done.
Oh, thanks, Blooper.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, at least it's at the end. We made it to the red bridge. That's what matters, so not a big time loss.
All right, just a few seconds here.
Nice 420 score.
I'll let it complete one loop. It's such a good piece. It's so good.
Mario Kart 9 is going to be crazy. I'm so hyped.
There we go.
They really
Just
did
have to let that
put
play
a
out.
ton of love into that course. That one and the bathroom level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Squeaky Clean? Yep. We'll be seeing that one very shortly.
The bathroom level. Everyone's favorite. That
right.
developer meeting was just like, what if bathroom?
What if self-care? So Bangkok is a little interesting here. Oh, nice shroom. That's actually really good for us. It's actually it's sort of common for a second to pull a red shard there, but thankfully that did not happen, and we're able to spam this coin at the set and preferably have a coin in primary. But you know what? We'll take what we
You
can.
can chain it here. There's a setup here.
I might have just broken that red that was coming after me.
You can fry chain one more time. Yeah, perfect. Good timing for that red right into the double.
All right, friends, between you and me, I actually need to TT this course a lot more so I can actually pick this online, because this is a decent... We haven't really talked about like runners, drafters. Well, I did mention baggers, but we really didn't go into more detail with that one. You don't mind?
Yeah, so just to refer to baggers, essentially what Pease was mentioning earlier with Calamari, there's so much off-road. Ooh.
Well, it didn't even matter.
Oh, yeah, at least a shock happened, but bagger, yeah. Yeah, baggers refer to tracks that have a lot of off-road. You can catch up really easily to first if you just pull really good items, especially when a lightning bolt happens. If you dodge with a star bullet bill, you're going to be in a really good position. Tracks like these, though, that don't have as many shortcuts that you can take, there's only that one shortcut at the glider that you can just kind of shroom and pass the fence, but tracks like these, if you can just hold a good running position, you're not going to get caught for the most part. So that's why we refer to some tracks as runners and some baggers, and yeah, some are drafters, but that's just in a position where you're in like second and you can just draft off first.
Oh, I didn't. So that super bounce, you have to bounce and then trick. My buttons disagreed with each other, so that's why I missed that trick there. But it's honestly fine.
Hold on. All right, good.
Everything's fine.
Yep, everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Just a few driving errors. It's okay.
Everything's fine. Post your fine emotes in the chat.
All right, so next up, we're going to give our good friend Slime2 Evan a shout out.
Yeah, shout out to S2E. This is the Gabagoomba track, as he would say.
Gabagoomba. Oh, I should run for the second place box. Okay, we're good.
Oh, yeah, man.
So there's actually this NISC that's coming up right here, which saves a lot more than you think.
Yeah, so all we're doing between this rock and tree, you just release your super mini turbo in between the grass and you just hop through. It's faster than going around sometimes.
Alright, we're gonna ignore
just
that.
a little easy shortcut
there. Okay, this is a decent bomb.
Ooh, wow, I'm surprised you got your SMP out there.
I'm testing my limits with my soft drifting right there.
Yeah, a little bit of slang I forgot to mention. SMT, UMT, it just refers to mini turbos. MT is the slang for it. The blue is a MT. Orange right here is a super mini turbo or SMT, and the purple drift, which is new to this game, is a UMT, which is an ultra mini turbo.
Super.
Yeah. Luckily, we didn't get completely sent into the bush. That bush is devastating if you take the shroom cut, but could have been worse, honestly, so that's not bad.
There was a time online where I think I dodged a shock, and for some reason I was not paying attention and I bumped into the bush and I did not get first because of it.
That bush is ending races, so you gotta be careful about it.
I forgot to mention, this set and the last set are broken if you take these two cuts because, again, the game doesn't know that those are actual shortcuts.
Ooh, faster.
And then one here, then there.
Oh, I think that's the last Mario circuit we got.
The last Mario Kart DS track we have for the DLC. Oh, so
that Airship Fortress, man.
Airship Fortress would have worked so well with this game. I think that would become a lounge track, if anything.
I could see it.
All right, speaking of lounge tracks,
I'll
semi-lock in here.
Yeah, this is one of the most technical tracks, I'd say, for the DLC. There's just a lot of half pipes. There's a lot of drifts that you have to do. There's a lot going on for this track, I would say.
Decent NISC. And I'm gonna do a bit of a safer. Oh, that's a coin. We're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
So there's actually something called turn skip, which if you watch the time trial for this, I recommend you watch the time trial for 150cc Waluigi Stadium. The world record holder does some crazy turn skip. Oh my! I'm off the course.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Actually, at least we didn't go off the track there.
See, I almost turned on smart steering, but that's unfortunately illegal for this run. So, I'm gonna take this blue.
Yeah, that's fine. Should get you after the mist.
Does smart steering actually like help at all? Now I'm really curious because I feel like
yes.
What?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me about smart steering. So
yeah, I want to know all about this.
So smart steering can literally save you from falling off the course or touching off-road. And that right there, you know, if I turn on smart steering, the game would do its best to keep me on the course. You can still take some shortcuts with smart steering, but you for the most part, you're not able to take any shortcuts, and it can actually be used for some gliders. And as well as like Ribbon Road, for example, you can just use a mushroom, activate smart steering, and bam, you're basically staying on the track while zooming like really fast. But because it's a very powerful tool, at least for speedruns, we just have it we just have it banned, and also it loses RTA time because you're pausing and turning it on, then pausing and turning it off. You want to explain motion glider, Justin, since I really can't show that off in this run?
It's hard to explain without seeing it visually. It's motion controls and smart steerings have their own unique things for online, but motion glider, we turn on motion, which is the secondary tool. You think it'd be useless, but essentially what happens with the glider, if you go off a glider, if you input the direction you need and you tilt your controller the certain way you want to go, it'll pretty much send you into it'll send you 90 degrees and your card into a 90-degree angle, and then you're just able to start flying in a direction in it. It's hard to explain. I actually can't explain it like super well. Point being, it's really fast. That's the point we're trying to get at.
Nice try, Link. That's my box, lol, bro.
Oh, bro. That's funny.
Oh, finally. I was waiting for the right moment to bust out the lol, bro. Is that it? So that's actually a term that I stole from Justin, and it's really funny. I don't know why I did that, but it's fine. My lounge name is lol, bro, for that reason, and it's too iconic. So whenever I'm basically flaming people online, at least in lounge, I'm like, all right, Lover, what are you doing? So on and so forth. All right. So by the looks of it, we should be fine. I get to show off this wall bonk strat here.
Yeah, so this wall right here, we're gonna... Oh, actually that works. That works. You can just bonk into the wall and it'll help you charge your mini turbo tad faster.
That'd have been really comedic if I actually put a horn there. All right, Link. We'll leave a nana.
You can put it in the middle, or like right on here.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, so we're going to stay on the green for this conveyor belt section here.
Oh, no UMT, unfortunately. Fine. All right, I'm gonna try it once.
Yeah, so there's this section right here is the most technical part of the track. See how we do here.
Oh, I didn't mean to trick there, but that's fine.
That's okay. You can still get away with it. Yeah, perfect. So if we don't stay in the air because we can just drift off that ramp, get a super mini turbo, and we'll be on our way. Wow, that was really well done. That's really good. But that's probably the most technical part of the track right there. It's one of them at least.
I actually literally learned that before the run.
That was really well done. And the blue shell's on the way, but it will not hit us in time, luckily, so.
Alright. And just like that, we're now done with wave 4.
We have 2 waves left, so 16 tracks left. This marks 2/3 of the way.
And if you thought that little strat that I did was cool, here's another strat that I learned a couple of days ago. Oh, I need to go for a second place box. First and foremost.
Slow down a little bit. Link?
Oh, thanks, Yoshi.
Oh, wait. That actually works. That's perfect.
Bro actually insta-trailed him. That's crazy.
Nice.
All
So we're on free for a little bit here. We'll be just streaming, just release our SMT through here, and it saves time. Yeah, we'll just be on our way. The strat Pease is talking about is entering lap 2 here.
Okay.
Oh, nice wall dodge.
Yeah.
You can bail out. Yeah.
I actually was not able to get my second trick off of there, which is honestly okay. That's almost comparable to just landing and glaring around, but you know what? It's fine. I can afford like not showing off one strat, but in a perfect world, I would have actually cut off a bit of the grass there, and I'm gonna let myself get redded because there's a blue. So there's another difficult strat, and I think this is like the last of the difficult strats. I don't care if I miss this because this course is deceptively hard to master. 2, 1, 2,
3, 4. Oh, almost.
Unfortunate.
The alignment there, you can get 2 tricks. So you get trick on the end of the stairs there, and you get a trick on that little platform there, and it's pretty hard to do. Sometimes you can get the first trick and not the second. Sometimes it's the other way around. There's a lot that goes into that. Then just change your point here. Then we're at the end here. Nice.
All right. Oh, I think I know what's next.
This is Peason's bread and butter right here. This is his favorite track.
Yeah. So Riverside, Pinball, and Daisy Cruiser. I really forgot about this course because this. Not only is it a GameCube track, it's a track that I put a lot of time into for running, and I'm really good at it online. So.
Yeah, if it's one time, we're hoping the bots to just please be nice. It's this track here. We're just hoping they'll be nice to us.
So we're not going to use our coin here because we need to make sure to get another box here. Or not, that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. We got another item set coming up. Now we can just start time trialing away. This is essentially just a time trial track right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no shortcuts for mushrooms here, so this is a really hard runner if you can get away with it. And yeah, Peas will just be on his way.
Okay. Maybe I can get a box here. So under blooper. Of course. Yeah, those boxes actually literally read my inputs. That's crazy.
Honestly, the blooper was fine there. It's not the worst thing. Whoa, where was that mana going? Anyways.
There we go.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. Alright. So whenever I'm playing Lounge, I'm usually complaining about people making mistakes. It's there are some cases where you can get rewarded for making mistakes, and that was one of them. Will that happen again? Surely.
Do we want to? I don't think this will. Oh no, it will get. So, but at least we have a form for it. Actually, it won't even get to you. Nice.
And I hoarded.
And that's the case. Ending Kusan slide lap 3. Usually on lap 3, some tracks that end with a trick like that, it's usually worth to go for one. But I don't know how many tracks are left to see that. I don't know if there are any actually. We'll see as the run goes.
Yeah. Now this course.
Actually, yeah.
This course, a lot of people were mad because I wanted Mushroom City, but I actually like this course, and this is actually our only RNG track of the run, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So what we mean by RNG track of the run, we'll wait a second, but so essentially the boost panels in the city part here are randomized on online or versus mode, Grand Prix mode, anything like this. So. We're hoping to have a decent. This is a TT pattern right here. Let's see.
That's not TT pattern.
Not this part here, unfortunately.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, the booth panel layouts are always random. So
what is this?
We're hoping pattern? For good ones, but wow. The beginning was the normal pattern, but so tracks. This is only a feature for this track in particular for the DLC. It's used quite a bit in the base game, so Animal Crossing, the seasons change with any race you play. There's a case with Mute City where the boost panels are randomized. There's a bunch of different tracks, a few tracks I should say, that have different patterns like this, and Moonview is the only one for the DLC, I believe, that has something like this. One of them, at least.
Yeah, oh my days, I had to use this horn, unfortunately. just gonna. So the fastest way is actually to get an empty trick off of the ramp there. I personally just play it safe because if you get a lot of air, you run the risk of either hitting one of the lampposts or basically just getting a very bad line. And actually, blue here is not that bad.
Yeah, luckily we're ending the boost panel section, so it's not going to cause much problems here.
Wait, can I get red?
And a red's on the way. Yeah, not bad.
Wait, Morton's in second. Where'd he come from?
Yo, it's comeback time for Morton. Just a swag bomb car for the end there. Blowing it up before we finish. And now we will be heading to the bathroom.
Yep. Friendly reminder, self-care. Get up and stretch. Go use the bathroom if you need to.
And stay hydrated.
Yes.
Big
Always.
fan of drinking water that's wet.
Now this course is actually super duper technical. I'm not really gonna lock in as much because I still need more time to get better at this, but I can show off the nest with these coins. I think I can. Yeah, I'll do it.
I 1000% thought that you were going to say, this course is super duper wet. Because we're going off of what I said.
Nice.
It is. Oh, speaking of which, so if you watch Mario Kart Time Trials, nice horn. If you watch Mario Kart Time Trials, you may notice that some water courses use Streetle, or mostly water courses use Streetle, and that's because I think I know. So between 8 Deluxe or 8U and 8 Deluxe, some vehicles got some different properties, to say the least, and so. Streetle has a huge buff when it's under the water, but it also loses a lot of speed on anti-gravity. And unfortunately, I'm a bit of a snail now because I got shock blued. So I'll be spamming my coins quite a bit now, so I can actually get back up to 10. That's a nana. Ooh, another one.
Went over that one. Good thing we got a green there.
Now, if this run was mostly water, I would totally use Streetle, because it's faster. But of course, it only applies to a few courses. And you may see some people in competitive Mario Kart. What are these reds?
He's still getting you in the air there.
Yeah, you may see some people in competitive Mario Kart switch to Streetle because it's oh, what are we doing?
Oh wow, this is quite a squeaky clean race here. This is the first one where we're actually kind of getting carded here.
Yeah.
The term Mario Kart comes into play.
Okay.
Oh, we're fine. We can get double items here.
Oh, I missed the bomb throw. So I got another bomb. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm spamming so many coins right now because I got hit by everything. Oh my days.
Yeah, something that we forgot to mention, that faucet from the toilet, or the water coming from the toilet, that's only available lap 2 and 3, so we can go that top path, and that top path saves quite a bit versus going in the bottom row.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another thing too, you may notice that I was trailing my bomb. That's because it actually helps me time backing it much easier, but because I was in a drift, I would have actually gotten hit by it, but I backed my bomb a little too early, so I was also in the air as well, so it took longer for it to drop. Thanks, physics. Let's just go for a second place box here.
There we go.
I'm not going to trail. So there's actually a Nisk here, but I'm going to prioritize coins mostly. Oh, the red skip.
So there's this huge half pipe with a lot of coins. Oh, you got it. Nice.
Cool. First try, by the way. I was like, should I go for this? Yeah, I'll go for it. Why not?
I was actually surprised you got the setup for a nice job. That's saved quite a bit because you're saving your half pipe boost, drifting into the off-road a little bit. Sure, you're hopping out of it, but just that turn is so long, that saves quite a bit versus going around stuff. Nice job.
Oh, seriously, game?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. At least you're out the gliders, so.
No! We're not doing this again. I think the
Hopefully,
Yoshi either the Yoshi pulled he pulled triple reds.
No, hey man, wow. The bots are getting ruthless now. They're not liking you running away all the time.
Let it be known, P said, no, I don't want to run items. And I said, but what if you ran items?
Yeah, and yep. I mean, oh, that's a blue. So I'm gonna have to take, I think this is gonna get me when I get close to glider, so.
It'll be a little after, I think. Yeah, you can go for it if you want.
I believe you got this.
Oh yeah, actually that's worth. Nice. That glider path is a little slower, but considering you get 2 items just like that, it's definitely worth it. Especially going in. This is the last set right here, so. There's a little Nisk we'll do here. This little curve.
We're still gonna do it.
We can still go for it. Yeah, you can just drift on this curve right here. Save a little bit of time.
And also the bots got target shocked after the set, so you're not gonna be seeing me any more red shells.
They're getting a little ruthless now. Hopefully they're rowdy. So hopefully they start calming down a little bit as we enter the last wave here.
Yes.
We got 3 more tracks of wave 5 here. One of them, unfortunately, the sunset does not. There's no sunset for Sunset Wilds.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't play this in Super Circuit. I still need to beat Super Circuit, but it's the fact it's Sunset Wilds, but the sun doesn't set. Like, what are we doing? All right, we're gonna go for a little wire here. I like to call it.
Nice. That strat's harder than it looks. So what we're driving on, the oil slicks and the sand, that part we're just carefully maneuvering in between both. If you were to hit off-road too much on either side, you're going to lose your drift. So it's a pretty precise trick, but Peas will be able to do it pretty casually here.
That was a risky chain there too. Oh, Villager, no.
Villager. Hopefully the Villager is getting a little reckless here. Hopefully he starts calming down soon. Nicely done again. And we also just cut off this turn. There's a lot of little turns here that we can just kind of drive through and save time.
This is unfortunately a backing track as well, so you notice like a lot of cuts around here. Perfect.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, we just hold this. Blue on the way. Perfect.
I was about to say 3, 2, 1 shock. Wow. I felt it. I was gonna say it.
We've been lucky the first half, but now we're starting to see the case what we call shock blue. Usually if we see a blue shell, that means a shock would usually be played a little bit after or before. Most of the time we're hoping that they both kind of happen at the same time so they cancel out each other. But so far we're not getting that lucky right now.
I can finally show off the strat that I wanted to go for.
Besides that shock blue, pretty clean though.
And all right, 07 to Super Circuit, because this is the last Game Boy course that we're going to be playing on.
And go for a second place box here.
Oh, yes. Yes.
So with the practice runs we've been doing, Peace has some beef with Koopa Cape. So hopefully we can get through this one rather unscathed. We'll see though.
I'm going to do weak start just to be safe.
Nice. If we pull a shroom, that would be good.
You're not backing me today, little bro.
Yeah, and we'll pass him pretty easily here.
Alright. I'm going to go around the cut here because I need coins, first and foremost.
And maybe, I don't know, is there another box? No, okay. You can just chain the coin and go for dubs here.
Yeah, so this is actually slower, but again, this is a safe play that I'm making, and I get a horn off with it. Nice.
Yeah, what happened in Pea's practice run, he got, I think, ready. Oh my goodness.
Where is that coming from?
So Pea's got redded 6 times on this track in our practice run. So hopefully we're just hoping 6 reds, 2 shocks, and 2 blues. So we're hoping that doesn't happen again.
And I almost lost to the CPU. Well, there's one. I almost lost to the CPU because of that. Oh, he already shot.
Oh no, of course. Well, so 1 for 1 so far.
We should be back up to 10 coins relatively soon. Oh, nice double defense.
Blue shell out, you can just go with coins.
Okay. Oh, we're already back up to 9.
Yeah, a small thing here, this water would usually send you flying, but as long as you hold our super mini turbo through that, you're able to just kind of drive over it. Not really a shrimp cut. Very easy strat to do. Ooh, mushrooms. Nice.
Free time save.
Another blue. Yeah, another little thing. We're just cutting off the offer there with a mini, super mini turbo.
That's a shock blue.
Okay.
That's just a nano. Oh!
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Actually, that works. Oh, yeah, you can go for it.
I need whatever. I'll be
You
safe
should
anyway.
be fine. And as we enter the last corner here, okay. I mean, that's 5 less spreads than you had the other times, though.
I actually should have just went around since I was not going to get Reddit anyway, but I wanted 10 coins.
Yeah, that's fair. And now we will be heading into our last Wave 5 track.
I also have beef with this course.
Yeah. We got one more score to settle here. It says bot takes far right box, but you can go for a second place if you want.
Let's see what Villager's going to do. Or it looks like Yoshi's going to go for it.
Yeah, far right. Nice.
Nice.
Alright, you're good to TT now.
So another thing we didn't mention was the item box update that came with waves 5 and 6. So they actually increased the refresh rate for the item boxes. So that's why some of them are able to regenerate a lot faster. So we kind of don't want. So the reason why we even go for those boxes anyway is to prevent them from taking the box, and I have to use this one. See, this is unfortunate. I'm pulling all these horns now, but I have to use them because I'm getting redded. Okay, Yoshi is kind of sort of keeping up with me.
Yeah, at least you guys have a break, so you only got to worry about the one.
So at worst, he can pull 2 reds. But he's in distance to pull Shroom Red, essentially. We're just gonna get back on the ground here. We're gonna keep this Nana here.
You can put the Nana middle here. There's some items coming up.
Oh, exactly. This time we're gonna UMT
right
this
here.
one.
Yeah, there we go.
So it's much slower to trick off of that, and a bit trickier at that to even get that landing. So for that one, you just hold a UMT, and then this next one, you actually get an empty trick. Because we're going to do the same section again. Oh dear.
Okay, good thing the blooper. We got to react to the ice rink Shy Guys here. Nice. Not a problem for us. And that is Vancouver.
Is this perfect? Oh, perfect Vancouver. Nice.
Wow, that's really good.
All right, so that's 2 tracks that I actually I got perfect RNG on. So that's
we
great.
enter we enter wave 6 here. These are the last 8 tracks of the run. And something cool. I like wave 6 they did a good send off for the DLC. I like the majority of these tracks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this might burn out. Oh, we're safe.
Nice.
Might have taken this box. Oh,
Nana too. That's good.
So Rome's another track that I want to TT at some point, because I kind of like the lines for it, but it's also a pretty good drafter.
Oh, okay. I can that works.
Okay, we're not gonna trick off of that. It's actually faster to get the trick, but I'm playing it safe, slightly. Oh,
As we enter the final wave here, we don't need to necessarily be playing super like perfect, so we got some wiggle room.
Rome is also a decently long course, so it's almost 2 minutes, no items. So basically anything can happen up to this point.
Outside MT trick, perfect. Nice.
This is where like shocks and blues usually happen. Don't want to get started by those bots there.
Yeah. Only problem with city tracks, because we're driving so fast, sometimes the bots will intercept with us on the way back on some points. So just got to be careful with the stars and bills there on.
Oh, what am I doing?
Oh.
That's fine.
Actually, that's fine. Yeah.
I should get bigger, barring a second shock.
Yeah. You'll get bigger before the misc here.
We have to SMT this part.
Yeah, once again, just hopping through the off-road, and it's pretty fast. And we have one more Nisk, actually. I think you do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Just hopping. Just a lot of cases where you just hop through the off-road, and that's that.
You don't do it on lap 2 because a UMT is faster at that part.
Lap 2? Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Shout outs to Bubbles on this upcoming track here. The fastest American on DK Mountain.
The MKW GOAT also. He had the world record here on Mario Kart Wii. He's second worldwide for 150cc for this track as well. Just a pretty chill guy too. It's pretty chill. Very cool to hang around, so.
Now, unfortunately, I had to go for a second place box here, and this is actually one of my stronger tracks too. Online, it can be a little wishy-washy because, well, if I'm in the back, it's wishy-washy, but if I'm in first, I almost run this for free. And I say that because, thankfully, these cuts right here, the computers don't know about them at all. So,
yes,
that set can be broken, and this set is the most broken of them all. Because thankfully,
because
Nintendo,
we will be doing.
Nintendo left this cut back in the game, so basically, the game doesn't know that I took the shortcut, and it assumes that I'm gone. And this first set's broken because cannon box.
Yeah, a lot of tech going on this track, but it's a very fun track to drive.
Now, if you've seen top level competitive play, you may notice them do some crazy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, you know what? It's cool. Put it that way. It's very cool. The reason why I personally don't go for them, it's too many inputs. And it saves like a little bit of time if you do them correctly. But if you miss one input there, you can kiss your time loss good. Or you can kiss your time save goodbye. And you're basically going to be bonking the mountain, to say the least. Uh-oh.
Luckily, we're getting into a point where we can chain. And you can already see the minimap. He's already entering the cannon when they're just about to hit the bridge now.
Now, I think I got 2 for 3 fast goal items. Well, that's fine.
Yeah. Fortunate there. That was a good item pull.
Maybe I'm going to get big.
When you're... I don't know. I think you just go around, yeah. That's unfortunate. Usually when you're small, it's not a... I don't think it's possible to get up there.
Oh well, at least this cut is very, very easy.
Yeah, you were just a lot of braking, but it's definitely faster than going around.
Just by tapping the B button, or whatever you have set as your brake button.
Do you think anybody actually runs like A to brake?
Well, maybe.
I mean, I would set it up if I was like going to my buddy's house just to mess with them. Flip it. Then whenever I say, you go faster if you press B in Mario Kart, I wouldn't be lying.
Oh, you got a box. Oh, I'll put a green. Oh, you know what?
So what we're going to be doing here, there's another cardboard cutout, but since screens break them, we're just able to drive through it.
Nice. So I did want a second place box there, potentially pulling a shroom. I actually haven't experimented as whether or not it's really worth it, but I think it's cool. So we just go for it. It's a safe play. And I need some coins since I doubled.
Yeah, we'll grab these 4 here, and we'll pretty much be ready to start running.
Yeah, that MT is actually really hard because you run the risk of goal posting. So it's actually something that I'm implementing a lot more because it's faster and I like fast. So that is a bad blooper.
Yeah. Not the worst, though.
All right, there's the blue. This might get me on the boost panel. It will not. I'll be too fast for it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Oh, well, you can just wait here.
I'll just do this.
You can, yeah, perfect.
Back up just to get that full speed.
Another case where the shock blue was just a little off. Unfortunately, we did take both, but sometimes they will overlap, and that's ideal, but it's just up to what the bots pull.
Yep. Okay, so these are decent items. Oh, there's the blue. I might outrun this actually.
Yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
You know,
Perfect.
I'm thinking to myself right now, like, you know, whenever we're playing a competitive Mario Kart match, and we're basically holding blue, and then we're like, okay, throw blue now. Or wait.
Yeah, we play a lot of 6v6, which is just a team going versus a team, and it's 12 races format, and it's pretty much team with the most points wins. We play a lot of that. It's very fun.
And arguably the best way to play Mario Kart other than free for all, of course. Oh, this might not be full startup. Oh, we did get it. Cool. So Piranha Plant Cove, I'm just gonna go. This is one of my favorite tracks. Like driving wise, it's so much fun. Now a lot of people dislike. I'm getting Reddit. That's unfortunate. A lot of people dislike this course, and for good reason. It's very difficult to drive. But unfortunately, I can't go for the one cut. Because the boss just decided that you're just going to get hit out of first. And that's actually the first time that's happened to me in this run. So, oh, nice shroom.
Do you know the shortcut here? Or
I'm going to save my shroom, actually.
Okay, actually, yeah, that's honestly it's a bit risky. There's a really cool shroom shortcut you can do here that saves over a second, but it's really risky too.
Yeah.
Not something you would really, unless someone's like really practiced this track, it's not something you would see often.
And also, for cases like this.
Yeah, that's true.
Not in the right line, but that's fine. All right, so I'm actually going to be performing another NISC here. So, go tight here.
Yeah,
make sure
this is another precise one. Drift off this, and in between the coral and brick there, we're able to skip that entire turn. Nicely done.
I think that NISC is the big reason why I love playing this course. I used to think it was like really difficult to do, but a combination of just watching Kusan do the NISC and just learning the track for myself, I got really consistent with it. All right, so this is usually where... All right, 3, 2, 1, activate shock. Come on. Activate. Wow, no shock. Cool.
We're just hoping it doesn't happen now.
This is one of those courses where... Oh, there it is. Dang.
Okay,
you know,
it could have been at a worse spot, so...
We're going to blame Discord delay on that one.
The bots heard it like 10 seconds later.
Yup. Man, my indivs, bro. Come on now. I'm trying to MVP the room. I want my indivs.
Trying to get a perfect score here. We got 4 tracks left. This is the last cup and the end of the DLC here. This is the last city track of the game, Madrid.
All right, can we get a mid in the chat?
Yeah, as one of our good friends would call it, this track is very mid.
It's a good course. It's very good.
It's a good course. That's what he means.
I don't know. I always think this is it's just a course. There's a couple of these just courses in the game.
Yeah, it's just one of these tracks that vibes. This Wiggler's just vibing right here.
It's challenging for me because I look at this DLC like I know why they wanted to add all the Mario Kart Go maps.
That's unfortunate.
But like, so like 50% of my brain is like, it's good. They're preserved in Mario Kart history because, you know, Mario Kart iPhone will be playable in like a day or two. But
yeah,
like the other part of me is just like, we missed out on so many good maps still. Like we got a lot of good ones, but we still missed out on a couple like really good maps.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. There are some courses that I really hope to make it into the game. But even if even if they were like not my favorites, like Airship Fortress, I feel like that one, a lot of people were asking for that game or asking for that course to make its return. But unfortunately, that slot was actually given to a 3DS course that I actually despised at first in Mario Kart 7. So if you know the DLC, you know which track I'm talking about. Yeah, I will not spoil anything else. Some coins, so we should be good. So this is one of the most chaotic lap 3s of the whole game, in my opinion. Oh, round shroom. Thank you.
Nice. Oh, a lot of them. Look at that.
Well, there wouldn't be any in the cut. I wish.
That would have been impossible if CPU ended up on this part of the section. You never drive on this earlier, like lap 1 or 2. So that would have been crazy if there was a mushroom there. Blue shell on the way, but it will not hit us in time. So nice. 3 more tracks. The 3DS course we're talking about is coming up right now.
It's crazy how they brought back 3 of the 4 Special Cup courses from Mario Kart 7, and it had to be Rosalina's Ice World. However, shoutouts to Evan again for getting first Canadian on this course as of a couple of days ago.
Yes, as of now, he is the fastest Canadian to ever drive this track on 150cc.
Yep. Now, this and Daisy Cruiser were like my, I mean, I would still consider this one of my main runners, but of course, my all-time runners will always be Donut Planks 3. But for me, it's super easy for me to keep first on this, barring people trying to green snap me and whatnot. Okay. All right, I'm going to push my luck.
We will be going for a NISC here. Once again, SMT, just driving right through the upper, and that saves, I think, around 0.1 maybe?
Yeah. If you do it right, it's like between 0.1 and 0.2. Oh, okay.
Wow. The bots love leaving nanas on that turn I've learned from the runs I've watched.
I used to think that empty trick was like one of the hardest things in the world, but nah, pretty easy. All right, this time we're going to go to the right.
Yeah, right past the move here.
Unfortunate.
Fortunately in between, but yeah. We'll be up to the top speed really fast. We'll go for it one more time. Maybe on lap 3. We'll see how things are looking.
Oh, game.
You can leave it, Anna.
So Shock is pretty busted on this course. Here's a good like this is a really good spot to get target shocked on. But mainly like after this set, yeah. This time we're gonna go for the faster path.
Yeah, when we perform our mini turbos just right, this saves over going the boost panels, believe it or not. That was a nicely done left path and 3 for 3 NISC. Wow, shockless Rosalina's ice cream there. Nice job.
All right, 2 more courses. And of course,
This is a really cool one.
yeah. I call this one a plank track because he usually picks this in lounge. We actually do pretty decent on it. This is one of the harder ones too, especially this beginning here.
I don't know the computer. Hopefully, it doesn't have anything. And okay, it won't do anything in time to actually matter.
That was really good mashing from me, and back my end just in time.
Yeah, luckily, because there's items on this path, this is actually faster shroomless, and we can chain items still. So it's relatively easy to chain items on this track. The only thing we gotta pay attention to is the lumps here, and there will be something coming up on left too we gotta pay attention to.
Yes.
So the left path, this leftmost path here, has a lava geyser going right through here. Of course, it's bloopers, so we gotta be careful. Going right in between the track and the lava geyser there, which can be really tricky with that bloopers in this shot.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, actually, yeah. And there's so many item boxes up there. If something happens, you're reassured an item, though.
Okay, thankfully the Diddy dodged, so Yoshi would just be targeting the Diddy, I suppose, or I guess he's a snail, so that's not gonna matter.
Blue shell out. Shouldn't matter too much.
There was a shroom there. That's awesome. Wait, geyser.
Oh, you hit the guy. Almost.
Oh.
And just pop the coin, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling for the rest of this track.
Just the casual Bowser's Castle.
Indeed.
It's funny because
one's
if I
actually
remember
really
correctly,
cool.
there is a better Bowser's Castle than this one that they did not pick.
All right, so GG's to the past Mario Kart games, with the exception of Weibo. And before we get into this, shout outs to Andro.
This is the last course we'll be doing today. This is also the longest track in the game by far. So yeah, this is just a celebration to end off the run.
Yes.
Pretty much just a celebratory laps here. As long as the shocks, we're praying the shocks aren't bad, but that's pretty much all we gotta worry about.
I'm gonna be spamming my coins quite a bit here because since I didn't go the coin route, I need to make sure I'm at a good amount. Alright. I'm gonna lock in slightly so I can actually get this half pipe strat.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's one. Perfect.
And
The reason we don't go like so I was gonna just explain that how.
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I was just going to say we go tighter than the actual intended route, just because usually if you try and do that, you don't get that boost of speed afterwards, which does save quite a bit. But because we're precisely lining up with the part of this spot where we're like in between the ring and the blue boost ramp or trick ramp, we're able to maintain that shroom boost while going through, and it saves quite a lot versus just trying to do it the intended way.
Oh, wow. Here we go. Here we go, game. Well,
That was the second double shock of the run right there. I think.
It's to be expected. This is a very long course, so
Yeah, lots of chances for chaos on this track, but it's usually the shocks that cause the problems. Nice 2 for 3
Chaos
so
is the
far.
best part. All hail chaos.
Exactly. What's Mario Kart without items now?
Tell me again and tell everybody at home how much time adding items adds to this entire run.
So my personal best is currently a 152. And my current personal best for items, item list is 152. For items, it's currently a low 2 hours and 2 minutes, and that's with like bad RNG included. So roughly an extra 10 minutes.
That's a lot. Like that's a lot when it adds up, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was also blued in the spot where I couldn't go for that NISC. So all I really care about is essentially the half pipes here.
And one more for the end. Oh, I didn't get the boost, but not the end of the world.
Probably got
Time will be.
here,
Yeah, time will be when we cross the finish line here. And yeah, this is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, and that's all 48 tracks.
and time.
And a swag finish.
GG.
I had to do that one for the fans.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All
That
right.
that was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for showcasing that, Peas. This was a really fun run. Everyone who's watching, please go give Peas a follow. You can hover over his name on the title of the stream, which they did in fact move back below the player. So everybody watching on Twitch right now, the title is below the stream again. You can hover over and give Peas a big old follow. Peas, what can they expect from your channel, and tell them a little bit more about you.
Sure. I'll make this as short and sweet to the point. I speedrun Puyo Puyo, Mario Kart, and Monkey Ball. I'm looking to add more games to my repertoire very soon. I actually have done a little bit of 3D World with Justin, so hopefully we can actually get back into a little bit of co-op action in the future. But needless to say, I'm very energetic. Lately I have been having comedic crash outs whenever I'm playing WoW. So if you enjoy hopefully positivity and things like that, I radiate a lot of that too. So feel free to give me a follow on twitch.tv/PeasSMB. It stands for Super Monkey Ball, not Super Meat Boy, not Super Mario Bros. Gotta make sure to clarify that one. And Justin, where can they find you?
Yeah, I usually stream on Twitch as well. I do a lot of Mario Kart, so Twitch TV/JustNintendo. And yeah, that's pretty much my main social that I use.
Thank you so much, Justin, for also coming in here and giving us some awesome commentating for this run.
Of course, it's been a pleasure to be here. So
absolutely, yeah, it's a blast. Thank you so much for kicking off our Red Shells and Jingle Bells show. I want to give a huge shout out here to everybody in chat that was using their Prime and Prime subs, their normal subs, and then gifting out subs and cheering here. All that stuff goes to supporting GDQ and the GDQ channel, as well as the stuff that we do here on GDQ Hotfix. So if you want to keep us going and want to help us with all kinds of stuff that we got going on in the future, definitely consider becoming a subscriber. We also have another way of supporting. We have our brand new GDQ Hotfix 2024 Season 4 t-shirt that you can get at theyeti.com/agdq. So definitely go and check that out. That's very cool. We do a lot here on the GDQ channel. Lots of events coming up. For example, we have Back to Black 2025, the upgrade to UBAF that will be live from February 6th through the 9th here on Games Done Quick Twitch channel. It's benefiting Race Forward, so you can catch the action and support an incredible cause. You can type !BTB in the chat to see the event schedule. And if you want to find out more about the all-black speedrunning community, type !BAF. That's going to be it. We're going to jump in to a quick break here. All right, everybody, just stick around, because when we come back, Abney is going to be taking us. Welcome back, everybody, to GDQ Hotfix, Red Shells and Jingle Bells. My name is Jiggy, and before the break, I was talking about all the awesome stuff that we do here on the GDQ channel. In fact, out of curiosity, anybody like speedruns? Anyone like speedruns? I know I do. Type 1 in the chat if you like speedruns. If you don't, I don't know why you're watching this channel. But you know what? Maybe you just like exposure therapy, so then maybe you'll like speedruns in the future. But I was talking about all the awesome events that we have coming up here on the GDQ channel. And next year, we have GDQ's next all-woman and femme speedrunning event, Frost Fatales 2025. That's going to be live from March 9th through the 16th. It's going to be benefiting the National Women's Law Center. So visit gamesdonequick.com/framefatales to find out more information about that event. I am a huge Fatales fan. It's a great show, and I'm really excited to see it. But not only that, but coming up legitimately next week, seriously, it literally only a few days away. It's AGDQ 2025. It'll be live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 5th all the way to the 12th. You can visit gamesdonequick.com and check out the AGDQ 2025 important dates section to learn more. If you are crafty, the submissions for prizes are actually still open. They're open until the December 28th. So you can actually go and still submit your prizes. If you make anything and you want to give something away to help the cause, definitely go check that out. That'll be on gamesdonequick.com. AGDQ is going to be super exciting, and I'm very, very excited to be there. I hope that if you're there, you'll come up and say hi to me. That's what it is. All right, I want to get into this. I want to jump into this final run of the day. It's Mario Kart 64, all tracks with skips. Abney, are you ready? Are you ready to rock and roll?
I am ready.
I'm so excited for this run. Why don't you tell the audience just a little bit about you, what we're about to see here before we get started?
Sure. Yeah, I'm going to be playing through all 16 tracks of Mario Kart 64 with skips, so all the crazy glitches, pretty much anything goes. I just got to finish the 3 laps, or make it think that I finished 3 laps at least. And yeah, we'll just be going through every track in this game pretty quickly here.
I'm pumped for this run. I'm super excited. This is quick, guys. So if you do not want to go anywhere, whenever you're ready to rock and roll, let's do it.
All right, cool. We're going to jump into 150cc here. I'm going to pick Yoshi, and we will count it down to start on Mushroom Cup here. So we can get going in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this goes pretty quick, so we'll see how much I can explain. But so right at the start, I'm going to be spinning around in a circle, not to sandbag for items, but actually to potentially set up a shortcut if needed, depending on the item that I actually get here. So I'm looking for shells or maybe mushrooms. Not a lightning. Shells will do. So that spin around I did will come in handy for me to jump into the grass here and now skip an entire lap. So you can see I'm in first and the lap is just done. I will be doing that again with the other shells. So what happens is the game actually thinks that when I'm on the grass above the tunnel, that I'm where I drove through the grass at the start of the race. And because this grass that I'm in right now isn't actually properly mapped to really any section of the track at all. So the game has kind of this fallback where it says, okay, well, we're going to track where we think you might have been last, but you can kind of drive weirdly in random places and things to kind of manipulate that value. And we're going to be doing that on a few other tracks as well. So now we're off to a second track, Moo Farm, and no shortcuts on this one, at least not for humans. So
Yeah,
I will just be driving around normal.
A casual 1 minute and 6 second first track, by the way. You know.
Yeah, you'll see sometimes we try to get mushrooms on Luigi Raceway and kind of world record attempts, and then we finish the track in about 25 or 30 seconds. It's pretty crazy. You'll see here I'm doing these kind of drifts, the mini turbos, we call them. I'm toggling the analog stick twice back and forth while I'm drifting, and that kind of gives me that boost. You hear Yoshi making that noise when it works. And yeah, we kind of do those constantly, especially when we're driving, just kind of regular driving like this. Also, another good point is I'm using Yoshi. Yoshi is the fastest character along with Peach and Toad. All 3 of those, the lightweights, are the best characters by far, actually. They're there's kind of rumors that like Bowser had the top speed and stuff like that. You'll find that in a lot of old manuals for the game and guides, and it's just not correct at all. Yoshi, Toad, and Peach are just way faster and way better than all the other characters in pretty much every way. So unless you're trying to ram into other players, Bowser is heavier, I guess. So the weight doesn't really matter too much unless you're getting bumped into other people. That's really all it's there for. So now we're on to Koopa Beach. And this one kind of has a built-in shortcut. And it's just obviously intended. You can jump into a little tunnel that the game has. So we'll be doing that. And that we just consider non-shortcut. So if I was playing a no-skips run, you'd be able to jump through into this tunnel as well. That'd be fine. But something a little weirder that this track has is this glitch next to the finish line that I'll be going for, where the game thinks I'm a lap behind where I actually am. And that just allowed me to grab a star there. If you had a quick eye, you could see in the left corner that I was in 8th for just a brief moment. And it's basically there's a polygon on the ground that overlaps the finish line, and it sort of breaks the game into thinking that I'm an entire lap behind where I actually am. So I don't always get a star. A star is the best item for me to get. A gold mushroom is decent. Triple shrooms would be the next best. So this is actually really, really good items for Koopa Beach. 2 single mushrooms, a star, and triple shrooms is pretty absurd. I know I've gotten combos like mushroom star before, and it's you can get some pretty good items here. Of course, a lot of the time I end up just getting lightning or things that aren't really helpful to me at all. But yeah, I'll definitely take a 114 on Koopa Beach. That's really strong. Also, you'll notice I'm playing on the Japanese version of the game. That is because of the Luigi Raceway shortcut only works on the Japanese versions. There's actually 2 Japanese versions of this game. And the Toad's Turnpike shortcut I'll be doing works specifically on Japanese 1.0. So I need the original Japanese version just for those 2 shortcuts. So I'm going to be sitting at the items here, see what I get. Gold Shroom is the worst item I could get. It really doesn't help me. It's really bad to get a gold shroom in this run a lot of the time because you can't get rid of it. So you just have to wait 10 seconds. So it's a huge time loss if you ever get a gold shroom. So now I'm looking for a star. That's fine. And now I can do kind of a sort of developer intended shortcut, although not the way that I'm going to be doing it. There's sort of an Easter egg that was programmed into the game. If you have a star active and you go through the tunnel where the train goes while the star is active, you can actually skip a whole lap. You can, or just allows you to cross the finish line through the tunnel basically. But I just go in backwards, then activate the star, and then turn right back around and just trigger the lap that way. So that is not how they intended you to do it, but as long as the star is not active, it won't subtract the lap while I'm driving backwards through the tunnel. So a nice 15-second lap. And that's going to be the end of Mushroom Cup here, so I'm going to reset the console just to skip the whole trophy ceremony and all that, and we'll go straight into the next cup. So we are off the Toad's Turnpike, which has a very confusing shortcut. And it's kind of similar to what I did on Luigi Raceway with kind of spinning around at the start, driving through the grass. There's some setup like that. And it's basically because the grass on the sides of Toad's Turnpike is not actually mapped to a specific section of the track. So we can kind of manipulate where the game thinks I am. I'll get stuck here. I'll then launch into the water. And that's all just to set the value of where the grass on the sides thinks that I am now. And I can now jump out here, and you can see I'm in first place. And I just did the whole lap. And then I can just repeat this. I'm basically crossing the finish line backwards at the exact same time that I'm getting stuck out of bounds. So the game doesn't subtract the lap as I'm crossing backwards over it. See if I can get this one more time here. There we go. And that'll be the whole race. So a little strange. So this game actually has no checkpoints at all. Like you'll hear that a lot in other Mario Kart games, you know, that you're like manipulating checkpoints, doing things like that. This game has no checkpoints. It's all just manipulating whether the finish line is active or inactive. And it's inactive if you're 20 path markers away from the finish line, and 20 path markers away on this track is right where the edge of that bridge is. So you'll see me drive into the snow. I'm going backwards immediately. Now I'm at the end of lap 1, and I cross the finish line out of bounds, and it's going to put me 20 path markers away back here. And basically the finish line never subtracts my lap when I'm getting carried back to where I came from. So I just get credit for the added laps, but not the subtracted ones.
Game's
and I can just do 3 quick ones here, and that's it. Pretty broken.
Goodbye,
and Frap Snowland. Yeah, that's a really easy shortcut too. If you just jump over the corner of the bridge kind of and go out of bounds after the finish line. It's one of the easiest shortcuts in the game. So definitely a beginner-friendly one. Choco Mountain has quite a few options here. It has one of the most notorious shortcuts, the full lap skip weather tanko, as we call it. If I do pull a mushroom, I'll go for it. I probably won't get a mushroom, but I might. There's a decent chance. Never know. But if I don't, I'll try to jump up these walls if it'll let me. Like that. Those wall jumps can be a bit tricky because it is usually like a frame perfect jump, but even if you jump on the correct frame, the game sometimes doesn't let you over and you'll get a tumble instead of a jump. So it's not really random, but it's more based on like where the cart is positioned on that frame, which can be really hard to actually control on your own. So it's like sometimes you don't get so lucky to actually make it up easily. Last chance for a mushroom, didn't get one, so we'll drive around again. See if I can make the bigger hill jump here. Sometimes this track can get really tough though. Sometimes you'll have the CPUs in your way while you're trying to hit these jumps. There's a mushroom, a little bit late now though. Oh, there's the tumble where I jumped on the right frame, but it just wouldn't let me up. And pretty regular Choco. 3 wall jumps. Something else I'm doing during these point screens between the tracks, I'm actually holding the start button down while I'm mashing A to go through them. It makes these little animations where it's calculating the point totals go faster. It just sort of speeds up the whole animation, so you'll actually end up saving like 10 to 12 seconds in the course of the entire run by doing that on between all the tracks. All right, see, I want red shells. I got red shells, which is great. It's a 20% chance to pull these when I'm not in first, and I'm just gonna jump over the wall with them. Pretty self-explanatory. I can just hit myself right on over. This would work with either a red shell or a blue shell. A green shell doesn't throw you high up in the air like the other ones though, so I'm always looking for the triple red shells here, because you can use one on each lap, which is really nice. And that's the end of that cup, so I'll be resetting and moving on to the next cup here, Star Cup, Wario Stadium. And this has a pretty well-known shortcut, jumping over the wall. Maybe a little bit lesser known is jumping back over the wall. And we'll see if I can do that. There we go. Sometimes, just like I had said on Choco, these can be kind of tricky because I can jump on the right frame and sometimes it just doesn't let me over, so like that. And I have to back up and try again. And a 22 on Wario Stadium is fantastic. All twos, 2-2-2-2. Yeah, I mean, I would take that in like a world record pace run. That's really strong Wario Stadium. So these between those jumps, sometimes you struggle to back up and get those to actually work. You'll see I triple tap the A button between every jump because it actually makes the cart accelerate quicker. They kind of added this extra functionality into the game. It's on purpose. It's in the manual. If you triple tap A 3 times quickly, you accelerate faster. But the amount that you accelerate faster is a lot better for the lightweights than it is for all the other characters. Bowser has a decent triple tap A acceleration, and then the other 4 characters have like almost nothing from doing it. So that's also why the other characters are quite a bit worse. This Sherwoodland, you'll see I'm just driving around normal. Usually that's how it goes. There is a shortcut here, and sometimes if I'm, desperate for time, I will go for it, but it's very rare that I actually pull it off. I have pulled it off. Oh wow, I just overlapped DK. It's unusual. I guess he got stuck in the cave. But yeah, this
he's not having a good Christmas Eve.
Yeah, he's struggling. Or he was waiting to try to throw a banana at me. I was driving by. He likes to do that.
That's when the AI is just like, you can't keep doing this. You can't keep breaking the game.
Exactly. Yeah, DK is known to troll. But on this, wow, a couple mushrooms is really nice. But yeah, there is a really crazy shortcut here, and I've hit it a handful of times, and I've done it in runs, but yeah, it's pretty rare. I generally don't go for it unless I have to. It's a pretty nice Sherwoodland. Cruising through, get a couple mushrooms. It's always good to see. And now the next track is quite a bit tougher. And I have to go way back and try to get some red shells. I have to get red shells pretty much. So 20% chance. And I'm also going to be driving through the grass in a specific spot at the beginning. Same thing I did on Luigi Raceway. This is actually really the exact same shortcut as I did on Luigi Raceway with the red shells. It's pretty much identical. Hey, I got him. Second try. That's pretty good. And this jump is quite a bit more precise than the Luigi Raceway one, though. We'll see. All right, so I'm up on the wall. You can just barely get up there. And now I've done that entire lap. And I'll try to do it 2 more times. And there's another one. We'll try to hit all 3 here. Nice. Really good Royal Raceway. Even got a little star to save me a tiny bit extra at the end. 52. Very solid. Now we're off to Bowser's Castle, which is another one where I'll just be driving normally. This is a pretty tough track, especially casually, but even as just a speed run. There's like thwomps that are in your way. Generally, I'll know where they are, except for a couple of the ones that track me. But yeah, the CPUs like to place items in tough spots here, so let's see if I can avoid them all. We can drive by Marty over there in the cage. He'll never get out. Squeeze through those thwomps there. And go down these stairs and hopefully don't spin out. That's a spot that is pretty common spin out location. If you just barely bump anything right there, you'll go flying and spin out. In 150cc in this game, you can spin out without like hitting a banana or anything. So if you just move the analog stick back and forth too quickly, the game will force a spin out just from you driving crazy. So it only happens in 150cc. None of the other modes have that feature, but it's something you gotta watch out for. Oh, dodge these guys, watch out for the items, and oh, I stayed on. I thought I was going down for sure. Yeah, those are the exact items you gotta watch out for, especially on lap 2. That's usually when you've got a bunch of them in your way. I will keep this boo, which is going to come in handy for that exact same spot that I hit a banana. I'm just going to hold it. Oh my god. I thought about using it right there, but I was like, I probably should just keep the boo. Yeah, the CPUs get pretty crazy with the items here, so it's easy to lose a whole run here if you fall off the track or something. So hopefully I can make it through here without getting hit. No items, I'm in the clear. There are some shortcuts here. There's a really crazy time trial shortcut here where you can drive through a wall, and it's extremely precise and very difficult, and a handful of people have done. But yeah, we don't need that for this run. Doesn't save too much. And that's the end of that cup, so we're off to the fourth and final cup, the special cup. Some would say the most difficult cup. And we're gonna go to DK Jungle Parkway, the most laggy track in the game. It is very low frame rate. I'm gonna turn around immediately, go back into the cave, clip through the wall, and cross the finish line mid-air, but land back in the cave, and now it just thinks I did the entire lap. See, I'm in first place now. I'm at the end of lap 1, and I can just repeat that. Oh, I didn't quite make it through on that one. The wall got me. Let's try that again. Need to go a little faster. Not quite. It's pretty precise here. You can actually aim far to the left and go into the water, and that will work a lot of the time as well, but not quite as fast as just landing straight in the cave. And one more here. See, the CPUs are coming around. And that's the end of that one. Finished the whole race before DK finished his first lap there. Just barely. So now Yoshi Valley is next, and I will be immediately launching off the side of the track in hopes of hitting a somewhat precise spot. We'll see how it goes. See if I can hit it to get the full lap skip right at the beginning. And I got it. You want to hit that line right there. And I nailed it. So that will put me on the next lap, and I will try to do a setup here for another lap. Just gonna hold A and try to jump the fence. And I got it. Wow, really nice Yoshi Valley here, because that's gonna give me 2 quick laps, and I can now drive around to do an alternate shortcut to end the race, which is going specifically on this right path. The path markers are a little bit messed up on the right path specifically. Normally you wouldn't go this route, but it allows you to cross the finish line from over here, which just ends the race immediately. So,
what is this game? What happened?
That was one of the few shortcuts that I actually discovered in this game, so I'm glad it gets some occasional use.
And how did you discover running into a wall just happens to send you to the finish line?
You know, someone soft locked the game and I was like, they got stuck under the finish line on Yoshi Valley, and I was exploring how they did it, and I was like, oh, they drove down this right path, which no one ever takes. So I'm like, okay, I'll drive around there and see what happens. I was like, oh, I can see the finish line. What if I just jump off right here? And it triggered the lap. And somehow no one had ever found that. I think I found it in maybe 2016. So it was a while after the game had been out before it was discovered. Now, Banshee Boardwalk is another one I just drive around on. Non-shortcut. There is kind of some shortcuts you can do, but they require you to launch off of a CPU. So if I were to get like a mushroom, turn around backwards and fire it off of one of the heavyweights that are behind me right now. I see I've got all 3 behind me. I could potentially skip a lap by, launching across the track, but it's absurdly difficult. It has never been done in 1-player mode. I've done it in 2-player by setting up a character to just not move and jumping off of it. But yeah, trying to hit these CPUs on the fly is definitely not easy. So this is a track we just cruise around on. It's also a dangerous track, especially casually. Lots of parts with no fences. You can fall off. CPUs love to place their items right here on lap 2 and make you fall off. But a lot of times I'm pretty aware of where the CPUs like to put their items. They generally place them in the same locations or roughly the same spots. So I'm prepared for them a lot of the time. So a good Banshee Boardwalk, and we're on to the final track, Rainbow Road. And once again, a common theme with these shortcuts, I will just immediately be turning around and driving backwards to start the race. So don't get to see too much of this track if it goes well. But I do need some luck. I need some red shells. See, red shells are very helpful for me in a lot of these shortcuts. We'll see what I get. 20% chance, 1 in 5. That's not what we want. Now I gotta wait for the star to run out, and then I have to wait for the gold shroom to run out, so ways to get 20 seconds here, sitting around for items. It's the classic live run RNG here. And we fish again. Lightning, no. Cover your eyes, the lightning is rough on with the black background here. Wait for another gold shroom. There's another 10 seconds lost. 1 in 5 chance for triple red shells. Remember that. Blue shell, close. Oh, there we go. All right, we got the reds. So now I'm going to be launching myself off the track, of course. Setting up. And now I'm watching where Yoshi is on this progress view that's going around the screen. I'm waiting until the game thinks I'm close to the spiral area of the mini-map. And then I'm backing up. I might have backed up too late as I was showing the mini-map there. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, I'm in first now, so I finished that lap. And now I can do this again. And basically I'm waiting until the finish line gets deactivated. So once the game thinks I'm halfway across the track, then the finish line is deactivated and I can back up over it without it subtracting my lap. And then once I get placed back on the line, then it just thinks I drove around the whole thing. And one more here. Oh, I missed the last one. We get a bonus alternate shortcut here. So now I'm gonna go grab a green shell, which is another similar shortcut. If I can get a green shell. Or a red shell, I guess. That's a very low chance. 5% chance for me just getting a red shell. Of course, the red shell I will maybe miss as well, but we'll see. Yeah. It's hard to hit the single red because it actually gets thrown at a different speed than the triple reds. So I'm definitely not used to throwing the single reds. So I will hit this green shell here instead. Different shortcut. And off the track I go to cross the finish line through space here. And this will be a time when I cross the finish line here. I have to drive across the line, but this will be time right when I hit the finish. And time.
GG.
So that's that. My third lap was a minute slower than my second lap. You can see how that goes sometimes. But yeah, pretty solid. 25 minutes and something, I think. So yep. That is Mario Kart 64. All tracks, skips.
Pretty
nice, nice. Yeah, that's a pretty solid no reset, I would say. So not bad. Of course, yeah, getting that Yoshi Valley actually is super rare. So that's saved me a lot, kind of balanced out the bad Rainbow Road. So that's how it goes. Lots of random items and things in this game. You never really know how it's going to go. So
yeah, no, this was cool. This was incredible. Seriously, Abney, thank you very much for showcasing this. Really awesome. For everybody that's watching, if you don't already follow Abney, please go and follow them. You can click on his name in the title of the stream and hover over it and click that heart button. Abney, what can they expect when they go follow you? What do you do on your channel and what can they see?
I almost exclusively play this category repeatedly. I do almost nothing else besides play Mario Kart 64 every stream, a whole lot of this category, maybe sometimes some other stuff, but it's yeah, it's pretty much just Mario Kart 64. That's what you can hope to see when you're watching my stream.
Well, that's amazing. Seriously. I hope that everyone gives you a big old follow. But thank you so much for showcasing this on Christmas Eve. We appreciate you very much. Any other shout outs you want to give out?
No, I think that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for having me. Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
And, hope you enjoyed some Mario Kart.
Yes, yeah, I know I did. That was wild. All right. Well, thank you so much, Abney. And thank you so much, chat. That's going to be it for me today. That's going to be it for Red Shells and Jingle Bells. I hope that you have a very happy holiday, and stick around, because right after this, we've got Game Masters with Kiara coming at you. So stick around. Once again, my name has been Jiggy. This is my final show of this year on the GDQ channel. So I really hope to see you at a GDQ if you're going to be there. If you're not, I hope to see you next month.